Hello and welcome back to This Is Your Life. I am Queen Vanshay Tarot. Today I will be doing a reading on Jaguar Wright. It is May 4th. It is a Sunday and it is approximately 8:45 a.m. in the morning. All right, this particular reading will be dedicated to my ex. Up until about maybe a year and a half ago, I really had no idea who Jaguar Wright was. But all I know is that he would always talk about Jaguar this and Jaguar Wright this. And then I'm like, who is this lady? How about who this woman? And he eventually told me, I asked him one day, and he was like, old girl from that Jay-Z song. And I'm like, okay, what Jay-Z song? And then he started singing the chorus. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's what's up, cool beans. You know what I'm saying? I like that song. But you know what I'm saying? Obviously, I didn't know that was her or whatever the case may be. But I wanted to kind of figure out like what was he so intrigued about when it came to her. It's like he eat, he slept, he thinked. I mean, he possibly even jagged off to this lady. Like, that's just how much he was in tune with her, every word that came out of her mouth. So I decided to take it upon myself just to look into her and see, okay, who is she, you know what I'm saying, and what is she about? Well, during that time, I realized that, well, I guess she's the one who exposes everything that's going on in the music industry, something to that extent. And obviously, I'm getting all my information, obviously, off of the internet and YouTube. I mean, I don't know all the facts. I don't have the answers, but let's be real about it. When has anybody ever cared about the truth or the facts? No one cares about the truth or the facts. Only thing most people care about is the juice and how much of a squeeze it took to get it. Because even on Miss Jaguar's Right page, her YouTube channel, it basically says, what is this? It says, welcome to the Jaguar Wright Effect, your number one source for unfiltered celebrity gossip. And if you think about it, what is the definition of gossip, right? It talks about casual or unconstricted conversation or report about other people, typically involving details that are not confirmed as being true. Then I also looked up what is the true meaning. Same thing. Gossip refers to informal, often malicious conversation about other people's private lives, usually behind their back. You see what I'm saying? So then I looked up the urban definition of it, and it talks about exaggeration or fabrication of a story regarding somebody other than the tale-bearer in the absence of the person who is being discussed for malicious purpose of demeaning, slander, or tarnishing this person's reputation. So I'm like, okay, so this is who she is. This is who, he's just hanging on every word, like word is bond, son. That's kind of like he thinks about it when it comes to her. So I also looked up the definition of gossip in the Bible, and it says the biblical context, gossip refers to spreading rumors or idle talk about others, often involving unconfirmed or private details, and they view as a destructive behavior contrary to love, unity, and the truth. And it is frequently condemned in the Bible. Now, here's the crazy thing about it. When I was looking up her information this morning, she said something about God wants me to do this and God told me to do that. And I'm like, well, damn, you know what I'm saying? Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not a Christian. I don't have a religion or anything like that. I am a spiritual person. You feel me? I did that Christian thing until I was 15. It's not for me. Okay? To each his own. But I feel the same way that Life with the Y Jennings feel. Okay, I done made up my mind, and that is not for me. But anyhow, With that being said, let's just jump on into it and see what the tarot has to say. And for those of you who are not that familiar when it comes to tarot, okay, tarot is not a bad, evil thing, okay? Tarot can be bad or evil. It depends on whose hands it's in. You feel me? Okay? These cards tells you about your past and it tells you about your present. And if you take the information given, it can tell you how to move towards your future. Okay? Now, if these cards are saying your future is going to be this way, and now that you know that, you're in a predicament to change it or deal with it in a different way. That's really all tarot is about for those people who just have a bad mind frame because they don't have an understanding when it comes to tarot, just like with Illuminati. You know what I'm saying? Like, has anybody ever looked up that word, like the definition and what it means? I mean, people really need to do their research, like seriously. I mean, Illuminati is simply short for illumination. What does illumination means? Light, enlightenment, knowledge, wisdom, things that we should all want to be a part of. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to go there, so I'm not going to go there. But let's just get started with these cards that have been pre-shuffled with Miss Jaguar Wright. And mine, I do know that she is a Taurus and she also has a birthday coming up very soon. And looking at her birthday and looking at the date of it and looking at the year, I really feel like this lady is a special type of person because she has so many sevens in her date of birth. Like it's like 7 7 7 7 7. You feel me? So I do feel like she's special in her own way, but I do feel like the things 7-11 on the clock, the things that she's doing as of lately, aren't so special. And that's just my personal opinion. We all have one, and it is what it is. So with that being said, let's get started and see what these cards have to say about Miss Jaguar Wright. Jacqueline, let's do it. At the bottom of the deck, we have your mind is an altar to source energy. These are the raise your vibration cards. Now, normally I start off with the Soul's Journey Oracle cards, but because I kind of felt like her vibration is kind of low, which is why I want to start off with these cards. And as you can see, it says your mind is an altar to source energy. Okay. Look at that. I split the deck and it says, I clear my energy field. Yeah, because I kind of feel like her energy right now is not the best. Okay. With the research that I did notice that there's some issues or have been some issues when it came to Jay-Z about this song, this cry song. And I love that song. But if you ever think about the song itself, have you ever looked at it in a different perspective, like the Hangman card? Have you ever looked at that song in a different perspective? In the beginning of the song, which I just learned this morning, it talks about, she says the possibilities, something about the possibilities. Well, if you look up the definition of possibilities, possibility is not a sure thing. It's not a for sure thing. And she said it sounds like a love song. It sounds like a love song, but if you really listen to that song, does it really sound like a love song? Hell no, because when I was listening to it this morning, I listened to it like 2 or 3 times, and he starts off by saying, basically, good dude, but a crook. So if that's how he's starting off this song, and you sit up here talking about the possibilities, like it's basically, if we fast forward to today, just like I'm dedicating this reading to my ex, he could dedicate this song to her, or she could dedicate that song to him. You know what I'm saying? Especially when he be like, you a good girl and you make her change bad or something like that, and then he'd be like, you didn't have to do me like that, you didn't have to do me like that, I was gonna get right back. You know what I'm saying? And everything that she's doing right now to him, you feel me? Everything that's going on right now. But like you said, things kind of got to his head, the money and da 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 da. I mean, none of us was there. We don't know what the agreement was, but what I did read is that she's not recognized as that vocalist person on there. I did see that. So I'm guessing she doesn't get royalties for that or something to that extent. So, I mean, it's crazy, but I'm just saying, just go back and listen at the song and then think about what's going on right now when it comes to her and all the different things that she has exposed when it comes to Jay-Z, not in Beyonce and the kids and things of that nature. You know, it's just crazy. But like I said, I just feel like her energy is kind of low, and she probably has a reason, you feel me, to feel the way that she feels. But with everything being said, put that energy, Miss Jaguar, right? Put that energy into your own self, meaning if you still have that beautiful voice, you know, all the time that you spend on social media exposing everybody for this, that, and the other, why not put that energy into making a new album or something? Or I mean, is she writing for other people? If she's been in the industry as much as she has been, and she knows this and she knows that, why isn't anybody saying, hey, get on this album, or write this music for me, or something? You know what I'm saying? So you got to think about things from a different perspective. People will say whatever it is they want you to believe, and 9 times out of 10, it's not the truth. And at the end of the day, most of us just go with what the majority says. Well, if all these people are saying it, then it must be true. But it has always been said, if you tell a lie long enough, you can get people to believe it, you feel me? As well as when it comes to research, knowledge, and information. No one wants to read. No one wants to broaden their horizon in a positive way because of distractions. But if you would just take time out to do your research and read, you could learn so much. And people probably are afraid of the truth that they will find, so they just go off of the lies that everybody else put out there. You feel me? I mean, I ain't a saint, don't get me wrong, but I ain't finna just sit up here and just make up some bullshit just because it's Tuesday. You feel me? And that's how I feel like a lot of things is going on. Everything that's going on in this world when it comes to these celebrities is nothing but smoke screens and mirrors to, you know what it is, to distract y'all from what's really, really going on. And what's really, really going on is that instead of putting that focus on A, B, C, D, and E all the way down to Z, you should be putting that energy into yourself and broaden your horizon, your mind, your knowledge, your resources, everything. Your brain is so freaking powerful, dog. Y'all don't even understand how powerful y'all brain is, y'all mind is. You want to sit up here and talk about the Illuminati, this, that, and the other. It's nothing but a society that is enlightened. Meaning they use their mind in order to get what it is they want. Great minds think alike. When more minds come together that's thinking on the same page, you can make things happen. You can do it on your own too, but you can make it happen in mass effort, like just like that. The Illuminati is nothing but an organization. Make your own organization. Enlighten yourself. Get the knowledge, get the wisdom. You too can be a star. You too can be an actor. You too can be a whatever it is that you want to be. It's all about your thinking process and the way you think. But you're too distracted by what's going on with everybody else that you can't think and put that energy into your own self. And that's what the problem is. But see, the problem is for you guys. It's not for them people over there because they already winning. They already know what it is and how it is, what they need to do. You feel me? But it is what it is, even if you don't. Like I said, whoever cared about the facts, whoever cared about the truth, all y'all really care about is the juice and how much squeezing it took to get it up out of there. Now, universe, when it comes to Miss Jaguar, right? Can I get 3 cards? When it comes to her vibration, she is a female Taurus. When it comes to her vibration, 3 cards, please. Look at that. Still right there. Still right there. Your mind is an altar to source energy. That's what I just said. I just said that. Your mind. You can have whatever it is that anybody else got. All you got to do is think about it and believe it in your heart, and boom, it's right there. But you can't do that. Your mind is intoxicated with drugs and alcohol and who knows. Can I get 3 cards, please? Oh, there go 1. Can I get 2? And here we go again. This is on repeat. This is on repeat. It kind of looks like that doggone eye that's on the dollar, right? That everybody be hoogly-booglying about. So stupid. It's too early in the morning for this. Anyway, this is what we have right here. When it comes to the cards for Jaguar, Wright, we have I am supported on my path. And it says, I am light the world. I am a light in the world. My bad. I am a light in the world. And I feel like that's what she needs to understand. Like, you are somebody, you know what I'm saying? But I just feel like the way things turned out for her, she may feel as if she's not. And we all are. I just talked about illumination, or Illuminati for short. It's all about enlightenment. Illumination means light, you know, but they want to keep you in the darkness so you don't have that knowledge, so you cannot see. So they can continue to control you so you can be what it is they want you to be. So that's why I feel like I am a light in this world. Like, we all deserve to shine, you feel me? But at the same time, what are your motives for that shining? What are your intent when it comes to wanting to shine? You feel me? That's really what it's all about. And even if you do get to that point and your intent is impure, you're going to always fall and end up in the darkness anyway, because then you're going to be lost, right? But it says, I am supported on my path. I am light in the world. I am a light in the world, okay? So this is what we have for her when it comes to raising her vibration. Now, this card over here is face down, so let's turn it over and see what it says. This is weird. It says, my sexuality is sacred. So maybe she... I'm sorry. Maybe with everything that's going on, maybe source is saying she might need to get laid. You feel me? I don't know. I didn't get that far to see who her husband is or who she's married to or who she's dating. I didn't get that far. But homie, you need to lay the pipe down so she can calm down. You feel me? These are the cards that talk about raising your vibration. I haven't watched all her videos, so I have no idea if she talks about her sexuality or whatever the case may be. I do not know. I doubt it, but I don't know. But whoever's dating her or married to her or whatever the case may be, y'all need to give her some. She needs to get laid, man. For real. Like, she got all this energy, you know what I'm saying? And you need to get on your job, dude. For real. Seriously. Because these are raising my vibration cards. And I want to start off with those for her. Okay? So, let's keep it moving. Now, the next cards that I'm going to use are going to be the Soul's Journey Lesson Oracle cards. And those are usually the cards that I start off doing all my readings, whether it's a personal reading or a celebrity reading, whatever the case may be. I always start off using these cards. But like I said, I want to do something different for her. She does have a birthday coming up soon, so happy early birthday to you. But let's see what we have at the bottom of the deck. Remember, all these cards have been pre-shuffled with Jaguar, Wright, and mine. At the bottom of the deck, we have indecision. I use my intuition in all aspects of my life. Ain't that something? Now, when it comes to her soul, there's indecision here. It's almost like, I'm here, I'm there. It's kind of like that. That's what indecision is. You don't know if you're coming or you're going, or if you should be coming or going. Right? Same thing, right? So it says, I use my intuition in all aspects of my life. Okay? Followed by courage. And it says, I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. And see, that's probably what it is, because we're talking about her soul. She may not even be aware of this, but this is kind of what I was picking up on. You know, I feel deep down inside that she is very fearful, but I don't feel it's fearful from the Illuminati. I don't feel it's nothing like that, because y'all know how y'all look at the Illuminati, but I don't feel it's nothing like that. I don't even feel it's because of these different people. Well, yeah, the Illuminati that's controlling the industry. No, I don't feel that's what it is. I feel it's more so, you know what I'm saying, the fact that she was put in a situation where she thought she was gonna come out on top and be successful. Now, don't get me wrong. I looked at her network, you know what I'm saying? She worth about a cool $3 million. You feel me? I would love to have it. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like she, you know, she got some, you know, she got some money. You feel me? But I feel like the fact that she feels as if she didn't get justified, and right now it's kind of like, you know what, I'm not gonna be in a predicament to let nobody else fuck me over in any type of way, you know. So I feel like when she's exposing everybody, it's basically out of fear of not wanting to fail again, fear of having to say, I'm better than you. I want you to know that I'm better than you, and I could have been this and I could have been that. That's what I mean. It's like the fear of failure. You feel me? Like I said, even though she got money, according to Google, she got about 2.5, 3 million. You feel me? That's money to me. Shit, I don't know what y'all call it though, but that's what I call it. But I feel like she feel like it could be so much more, and it should have been so much more, and it wasn't justified. So now, this is what I done went through. This is what I'm gonna do to you. I'm gonna expose you for this. I'm gonna expose you for that. You're gonna pay for my downfall. But as I said earlier, we all fall down. You know what I'm saying? We all done been through the mud and through the trenches. She's in a better predicament to pull herself up out of it. Because she got the quote unquote resources. She know everybody in the industry, right? According to her, she know everything that's going on. She's a freaking fly on the wall, seeing everything that's going on with everybody and their mama. So why not? Shit, you could put your music out there on YouTube. Do you got a studio? Get in there and do some things and put some music out there. You ain't got to have all the whistles, bells, and all this and that to make a video and put it out there. Show your talent in a positive way. Not about the way you're going about doing it right now, Miss Jaguar, right? You're too old, you know better than that. You say you want to expose the industry for what it is, and okay, we know. Okay, we know. It is whatever. We know as much as we are allowed to know or think we know. Okay, well, now that we know what the problem is, what's next? See, that's the thing. A lot of people sit up here and talk. But what's the next step? We can talk all goddamn day long. Look at me. We can talk all day long. What is the next step moving forward? We know what the problem is. What's the solution? That's what I'm talking about. I get on board. What's the solution? We study talking about the problem. We study giving all the energy to the problem. What is the solution? Don't nobody know nothing because all motherfuckers know how to do is talk. Anyway, so indecision, courage. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. And this is how she gets her confidence, by shitting on everybody else and trying to make them feel low. Whether the shit that she say about these people is true or not, it's kind of like you find your confidence in bullying people almost to a certain extent because of how it is you feel what was done to you. Side note, I will be doing a video soon about my experiences being bullied back in the day. I'm going to talk about my bullying and everything. Hey, I'm exposing that motherfucker. I'm just saying. So stay tuned for that too. So it's going to be real slick. But that's really what I feel like it is, you know. But at the end of the day, are you really winning? Are you really winning? And how is Source? How you say God wants you doing this? How Source gonna look at you and feel about your way of going about doing things? It's not right. It's not healthy. When it comes to Jaguar, right, in her soul, what's going on with her right now, creator of the universe? When it comes to her soul, what's going on right now? Or what is it that she needs to know when it comes to her soul? Jaguar, right? Female, Taurus. Comes to her soul. What's going on with her right now? 3 cards, please, creator. 3 cards, please. Bottom of the deck. Look at that. Peace. Peace. That's all that's basically what I've been saying. I am a being of love and I release all negative energy. That's what your soul wants you to do. I am a being of love. And I release all negative energy because it's not good for you. You got people out here making videos of you looking like an owl and shit like that. But the crazy thing about it is, if you think, see, I'm always looking up definitions and meanings of things and numbers and things of that nature. But if you look up an owl, you know what I'm saying? and what they represent and how they move, how they survive. 360. They can damn near turn their head all the way around. They can see everything from every direction. And they're very powerful. And they are very close to source. You feel me? But somebody did make a video of her looking like an owl and shit. It wasn't funny, but it was funny, but it wasn't funny. You feel me? But just like with Jaguar, I looked up her name, the animal, Jaguar. Did y'all see what that means? I mean, did y'all see how that animal, it has a distinctive way of killing people? It goes for the skull first, right between the skull and the ears. It takes them out just like that. Listen. 3 cards, please. Ready? Here we go. There they go. So, this is what we have. We have 2 cards face down, and we have 1 faced up when it comes to Jaguar Wright soul. And it says denial. It says, I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. The insight of awareness. You feel me? Trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. This is what your soul wants you to know if you don't know. Forgiveness. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. Straight up facts. Goddamn girl gonna tell me I'm throwing cards. Bitch, please. I'm sorry, Sunday. Bruh, please. Don't come for me unless I call for you. But anyway, look. Forgiveness. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. And that's really what's going on. She's harboring resentment from many, many moons ago. And as I just said, many, many moons ago, let me think of the damn owl. But just imagine if she would have put all that energy, you know what I'm saying, that fear into her music, anything, she could be at the top of the charts right now. But except she's more so known as old girl from that Jay-Z song. And I will never take that chorus away from her because it's beautiful. But I would like, because like I said, I don't watch her videos like that. I would like to hear her sing right here, right now, right on the spot, to see what her voice is. Is it going to be like one of them Lauryn Hill type of situations? You feel me? It's like, don't let nobody steal your gift. Chick tried to steal my joy, my gift. You can't let people do that. You know? You are who you are. Get out there. Put that music out there. Go write for somebody. Go do something. Instead of sitting up here being so negative about this person, that person, you know? I mean, I could dive so deep into it. It's crazy. I did a video about Jay-Z, R. Kelly, and Puffy. You feel me? You know, it's more to the story than meets the eye. And that's what people need to realize. It's more to it. But y'all won't think past what y'all can see. You got to go over the mountain. You feel me? But you're too scared, you know? You know, it's kind of like you bad in the house around your siblings and shit, but then when you get out scared, or get outside, you hoe up. You feel me? Yeah. You got to be bad in the house and bad outside. Even more so on the outside. You know your family ain't gonna do shit to you on the inside. Anyway. But yeah, that's really all it is. Denial. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. Trust. I accept my inner voice will always guide me correctly. Forgiveness. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. Bottom line. I'll show it to you again. Denial. Ooh, my bone popped. Trust. And I hope I'm speaking loud enough, because some guy said my volume was down, so I'm trying to speak louder, but I have these earplugs in my ear too, so I already sound amplified in my freaking ear. But I will try to speak up louder. And we got relationship, and it says, I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. This is what your soul wants you to know when it comes to relationships. The people that you are attracted to right now, are they serving your highest good? Hell, you got one trying to sue you right now. So the relationships that you are building, or the relationships that you are attracted to, they're not for your purpose of the better good for you. No way, no how. You're out here making enemies. You know? I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. We can see, even just being on there for like, I think I was on her channel. I think she might got 2. I think I was on her channel for maybe a total of, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes at the most, because I can't deal with too much negativity. My anxiety is bad. I'm just bullshit. I'm just coming up with an excuse as to why I wasn't on there that long. But yeah, because I don't have the time. If I want to be truthful and need to lie, I just don't have the time. You feel me? But yes, you got to rebuild those relationships. And then at the same time, it's like, can we even trust you at this point to even want to establish something with you? Because you done told on everybody if it was true, if it wasn't true. Because at the end of the day, nobody cares about the truth. They don't care about the truth. They don't care about the facts. All they care about is the juice. Or as the newer generation say, the tea and the crumpets, okay? Really, that's really all they care about is the tea. Yeah. We're going to get to the tea. I brought my tea cards out too. We're going to get to the tea. But what I wanted to do was use these cards right here. I call these my get high cards, right? But these are actually my metaphysical cannabis cards, right? Don't nobody want to say all of that, so I just say my get high cards. But I wanted to use these cards to see if there was anything that Source wanted to say, or if there was anything that her ancestors or ascendants wanted to say or wanted her to know when it comes to her current circumstances, at least over the last 6 months, okay? So with that being said, let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. Remember, these cards have been pre-shuffled with Jaguar Wright in mind. Also, remember, I do free tarot card readings for the low, meaning 100% free, my nigga. I just did one yesterday. That motherfucker was like 4.5 hours, so I couldn't do anything else. My energy was gone, but yeah, you know, I do these free readings because it's my gift. It's what I'm supposed to do. But anyway, yeah, I thought my little advertisement, and you're damn right. These cards have been pre-shuffled with her in mind. So let's see if Source or her angels or her ancestors or ascendants have to say when it comes to Miss Jaguar Wright. Is there any messages? Is there anything you guys want her to know or be aware of? So at the bottom of the deck, we got, ooh, look at that. Look at that. We got creation solo. Didn't I just say she need to be out there, you know, making her music And she'll probably have to do it by herself because it's kind of like, who gonna want to work with you? But you talented enough. You talented enough to get out there and make it do what it do. That's how I feel. What about you? Put that energy into your own self, man. But this is what we have, man. It says creation solo. It says solo magic. You feel me? So this is what's at the bottom of the deck. As I said, I feel like she is a special person, especially based off of her birthday. Like I said, what is it? It's like May 17, 1977. And she's 47 right now. 47, they go to 7 again. And she's going to be 48. But if you add up her numbers, that comes down to 11. You feel me? So there is definitely something special about this lady, but I just feel like she got lost in the sauce. A lot of these music, especially the females, get lost in the sauce, but I feel like she got lost in the sauce way before it could even thicken up. You feel me? But at the same time, everything happens for a reason. And I don't feel she has yet learned what that reason is and why. All right? Not bad, my little bra strap for showing. But anyway, let's go. Universe. Creative universe, when it comes to Jaguar, Wright, female Taurus, is there anything you want her to know? Oh, shit. Is there anything you want her to know, or her ancestors want her to know, her ascendants want her to know? Sorry, y'all, I didn't get to, look, I didn't get to cut. But look, before I cut, we have justice right there. It says justice, and I don't know if I ever got this card before, but it's at the bottom of the deck, Oshun. It says justice, right? But there we go. See, that's all I'm talking about. That's all I'm talking about. Listen, man. She got some real good cards right here. She got some real good cards right here. So the creator or her ancestors, her ascendants want her to know that, number one, this talks about crystal technology. I'll look that up for you guys in a second. But number two, we have I can, right? Like I said, I feel like if this lady would just put her energy into something positive, meaning her own self, she can do whatever it is that she want to do. She can be wherever it is that she want to be and stop playing victim and feeling sorry for herself. I can. This card has food meditation on it, right? But my point is, at the bottom, it talks about I can. Most of the times, I don't even go off the meaning of what these cards talk about. I go off of my energy and how I feel. So, screw you, whoever be saying talking shit. But anyway, but I can. And then we have trust. So once again, we're on to a third deck. And out of two decks, they both talk about trust. Trust. She has somehow lost her way, lost her trust, and lost her faith to a certain extent. Because if not, things would be so much different for her. You feel me? It would be so much different for her. Let's see. Only thing about this book, I don't like the way that they label this, how they put it up in there. Like, there don't be no numbers and shit like that. You know. But anyway, I'm saying like on the cards, which makes it just a little easier to find what it is that you're looking for. You see what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Anyway, let's see. Where are you at? Just bear with me. I don't have a damn pause button on here. I keep trying to tell y'all. I don't have a pause button on this iPad thingy or whatever. But where is it? Here we go. Sorry, it's right here. All right. Right here. Okay. Yeah. This card right here. Damn, this fucked up. This ain't even the one I'm supposed to be looking up. I was supposed to be looking up this one. I'm looking up the food one. Shit, I'm a little hungry too. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't had nothing but the coffee this morning, okay? But anyway, the food meditation, it talks about I can. It says, I am a conduit for prosperity. I receive inspiration from the smallest act. The smallest act. She's sitting up here doing the biggest act in the world. And what is she receiving in return? What is she receiving in return? I mean, of course, she got people like my ex who's on her every beck and word, you feel me? But honestly, I'm talking about what is your heart receiving? What is your mind receiving? At the end of the day, what are you receiving, right? It says inspiration from the smallest act. She's doing all of this big old stuff. Where's the inspiration? Where's the beneficial? Where's your gift shining at when it comes to the situation at hand? Food meditation. The smallest act today will ripple out and dramatically cast your journey into alignment. Source, your ascendants, your ancestors want you to know you're not even eating the right food to have you in the correct alignment, okay? You're not even eating right. You're not in alignment, Miss Jaguar, right? You're not, you know. It says the smallest act today will ripple out dramatically, casting your journey into alignment. Our bodies are biocomputers, which need certain inputs of codes to be high performing. She's not high vibing. This is why I wanted to use these high vibing cards, because that's what I felt. She's vibing at the lowest level one could ever vibrate at. That's another reason why homeboy need to come over and put that pipe down. The battery's running low on that bitch. I'm just joking. But let's go over here to the crystal technology card. I don't get that often, and I really don't know what it means, because the last time I used these cards, I was probably high as a kite. Let's just be clear about it. But and it's been a minute, okay? So yeah, let's just go back to the index thingy and see what it has to say. Okay, right here. There it goes. Such a pretty card, isn't it? I'll show you if you didn't see it. Here we go. Excuse me. Oh, look at there. Look at there. It says crystal technology. I should have known that. I got all my little crystals and shit. It says, if this card has come up for you, it's time to communicate with the crystal spirit realm. Okay? Let's see. The more light it contains, the more information can be obtained from the element being inside the crystal itself. Mm-mm-mm. This card reminds us that we can tap into our inner being and attune to the elements, including trees, plants, animals, and more. Animals and more, Jaguar. I don't know how Jaguar sound, but okay. It says this card tells us to listen to our clairvoyant, telepathic abilities. Okay. Now remember, all these cards have basically been telling her your source is your altar to your mind is your altar to source energy. It also keeps saying, I accept my inner voice. My inner voice, my inner voice will always guide me correctly, even with that indecision card. Okay. Denial, I acknowledge my fear, but I place it with the insight of awareness. The only way you're going to be able to have insight and awareness is for you to go deep down inside, which I like to call the Hermit card. You feel me? The Hermit card for me represent hibernation. I don't give a fuck what nobody else say, but for me, this is what I feel. I'm going inside. I'm going within to find myself because I'm lost. I'm in the dark. And that's what she needs to do. She needs to do a cleansing. She needs to put on a whole bunch of crystals and things of that nature. Okay? And repent. I'm just fucking around. But it talks about new thought patterns. I recognize patterns and I choose grace, compassion, and kindness for myself. Right now, she's not choosing grace, compassion, or kindness for anyone. And in that aspect, she's not getting it for herself either. She's not getting grace. She's not getting compassion. And she's not getting kindness for herself either. Because new thought process needs to be at hand right now. Because she's not thinking quite right. Okay? She hearsay, she don't see say. That what old boy said, the harder they fall. You hearsay. You don't see say. That's what he said though. You know? But it's all about choices, man. Shout out to E40. Everybody got choices. You ever snitched on a nigga? You feel me? This is all she do. I'm sorry, I'm old. I like E40, okay? Everybody got choices. And I say that because I looked over here and saw what was at the bottom of her deck. And the bottom of her deck got choices on there. Alchemy. You know, she needs to, you know, when people be like, get in the lab and come up with a creation, you know what I'm saying? Like Dr. Dre, homie go up in the lab and created Eminem like a motherfucker, you feel me? Like, she has a choice when it comes to where she is in life right now. She chooses to go in this direction. But Source, her ascendants, and her ancestors, I feel like they feel she could be doing something better. Or she should be doing something better because she knows better. But like Jay-Z said, it took a good girl and made her bad. You know? Listen to that song. I did like twice. I'm like, what? Because you got to look at things differently. Most people probably go on there just to hear her sing her part or, you know, whatever. But listen to the whole song. A homie, the biggest thing he say is what he say, you're incredible, boo, or baby, or something like that. Most incredible, or something like that. But she forgot how incredible she was. With did you ever the possibilities? Right? My bad, fucking your shit up. But possibilities. And that's all that they are. They are possibilities. You have to be the one to turn it into more than just a possibility. We ain't playing goddamn cards right here. We ain't playing bones. I whoop somebody ass in fucking bones all day or spades. You feel me? But we're not talking about no spades, man. We're not talking about possibilities. We're talking about the real thing happening here. But anyway, let's see what the next card is. Yep, nurture is at the bottom. Once I pulled it, nurture was there. Choices. She has a choice to nurture herself and get back in alignment and trust the process, or continue to keep doing what she been doing. Look. I pulled this card. You see that? Balance. Balance. And what's up under there? Chaos. Because stuff ain't right, man. It's just not right. It's just not right. She all out of alignment. She all out of balance. And when there is no alignment and when there is no balance, you're bound to fall rock bottom when you should be shining like that sun right there. But you too worried about everybody else shine and trying to dim their light. Because you don't know what the Illuminati is. I'm just fucking around. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. I know my kids like, shut the fuck up and get back to work. No, I'm just kidding. I'm so silly. I don't know a lot that go on in social media, but as you can see, I watch a lot of damn movies. You know what I'm saying? I watch a lot of movies. I've been watched the hell out of stuff, and I watch a lot of movies. So a lot of things you guys will hear me say, if you'll be able to catch on to it, it comes from a lot of movies that I watch. That's how you're gonna be able to tell my damn age. Anyway, is my incense still going? Yes. So I got my my root chakra incense going for Miss Jaguar Wright, because the root incense basically gets down to the bottom of it. But no, it basically talks about our earthly things, you know, our earthly things, our material things, and, you know, things that, you know, that really don't fucking matter at the end of the day. But yeah. But anyway, hold on, let me see what time it is. Ooh, it's 9:41 for real. Okay. So now that we done seen what Source has to say, let's see what the T cards have to say. These are the T cards, and they have been pre-shuffled with Miss Jaguar Wright in mind. And let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. Threatening, intimidating, threatening, and bored. Ooh, shit! That's why I love doing these pre-shuffle cards, because I never know what the fuck is gonna come out. I shuffle them motherfuckers and I put them down. But look at that. The T. The crumpets. The T. Threatening. Intimidating. Threatening. And bothered. And didn't I say that? Didn't I kind of say it's like, I feel like she's being a bully. And that's the reason why I'm gonna do my bully reading, you know, for when I had got bullied when I was a shorty or whatever. That's why I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? But hurt people. You feel me? Hurt people. I couldn't understand why the ugly bitch was fucking with me. I didn't. As a kid, I didn't know what this bitch problem was. But as an adult, I know now, I understand now. Hurt people. You feel me? And I'm going to do that reading, and whatever comes out. Because I got to know why she came for me and did me like that, you know? Bitch had me all fucked up. But, yeah. This is Jaguar's mechanism, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like people have vice. This is her mechanism. She comes for people in a threatening manner to intimidate them. because she's bothered by where they are in life and how she feel. I'm just as good or even better. I should be. That's basically what it all boils down to, you know. And like I said, you can argue me down all day long, all you want to. I don't give a damn. But at the end of the day, you wasn't there. I wasn't there. No one knows the facts, and you really don't give a damn about them. So how could you say nay or yay? Kanye, you feel me? How can you? Because you don't know. You don't know. But anyway, one thing for sure, my cards don't lie. But yeah, it says threatening, intimidating, bothered. So that's the T. That's the T when it comes to Jaguar, right? Now, what I wanted to do was more so focus on the T in her inner circle. Because us as people on the outside looking in, trying to look in, we don't know shit. You know, we can only go off of what hearsay. We ain't say shit. Shout out to the Harder They Fall old boy from that movie. I forgot his name, but he was cool as motherfucker. But yeah, we don't know. But what I want to see what these cards have to say is the T surrounding Jaguar, right, when it comes to her family, close family members, as well as close friends or acquaintance, whichever one. So that's what I'm going to ask these cards. When it comes to Jaguar, right, what is the T amongst her close family members when it comes to her, and or her close friendships with people? What is the T? What are they saying about her? That's when you get down to the nitty gritty. Okay, all right. Listen, look what we got. We got jackpot. It says winning money, got rich, inheritance, and unexpected money. Okay, so that's the T. That's the T. So this is what close family members and friends that are close to her, this is what the T is. This is what they talking about. So somebody feels like she got some money somewhere. Look at that jackpot. And hey, her name is Jacqueline. Okay. You know. So that's what the T is. Somebody talking about she got some money. They talking about some money, honey. So that's what the T is right now when it comes to her family, close family members, and close friends or acquaintance. And they more than likely would know this. You know what I'm saying? If they're close to her, they more than likely would know she has some money or something to that extent or something to that nature. You feel me? They would know that, wouldn't they? But at the same time, this is the T, right? It's the T, not the facts, you know. Anyway, what else? When it comes to Jaguar, right? What is the T surrounding her when it comes to her close family members, and close friends and acquaintances? What's the T, creator? What is the T? What is these people saying about her when she's not around? One more shuffle here. Ignoring. Okay? So the T is A, she's either ignoring them because she got that money and she ain't trying to come up off of it. or they're ignoring her, one of the two, whichever way you want to look at it. Oh, shit, that's funny. Okay. reflecting. Okay, at the bottom of the deck, we have reflecting. And I can agree with that. Okay, you can look at reflecting on in two different ways, right? You can be reflecting what it is that you're going through on other people, or you could be reflecting and taking a look at your own self. Okay, so either way, whichever way you feel comfortable with. So maybe the T is, she's projecting onto other people, reflecting onto other people, or she's reflecting back on her life and going inside. Or maybe this is what people saying that she should do or could be doing. Something to that extent. 3 more cards, please, when it comes to the T. Oh, shit. Well, damn. Should I even show y'all that? Oh, let me ask source. Howling like a beaten dog. I don't know what to say. I'm gonna put it down. I'm gonna put it down. I'm gonna put it down. All right, so listen. Ooh, y'all wrong for this. Ooh, y'all wrong. Why y'all do that to me? See, what was said was, it's in your hands, it's up to you. That's what was said, right? Since y'all all up in my business when I be communicating with my people. That's what was said. That's why I was laughing. But I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna put it on out there. Only to see what the next card is. I'm like, y'all bogus is I wanna be. I'm gonna get y'all later. But listen, I'm gonna set this down to the side. I ain't gonna touch it. I'm gonna set it right there. You can see what it is. But this is what we have. So when it comes to family members or acquaintances or close friends, this is what we can't see, but this is what we can see. And it talks about no facts. Never has the facts, make shit up and lies. I honestly didn't want to use that card, but I asked source and like it's in your hands, it's up to you. So I took it upon myself to pull it out. It's right there. And that's what it says, no facts. And really, if we go back to the beginning of the ranting that I did, that's basically all that I was saying. It's all hearsay. It ain't she-say. It's all gossip. Gossip is not true. Rumors are not true. Even a rumor could possibly start off being the truth. But once everybody get done putting their motherfucking hands and shit and putting their twist on it, it's something totally different. So this is the tea. So I specifically wanted close family and friends and acquaintances because social media is social media and everybody have their own personal opinion. I'm not nobody special. You feel me? Because I don't know her. Shout out to Erykah Badu. I heard they family. I did a reading on her. Go check it out. I thought it was the coolest shit. But yeah. It says no facts. Never has the facts. Make shit up and lies. It's right there. So who would know better than the people that's actually surrounding her? Maybe they don't care because shit, you're gonna get some money. She obviously getting some type of revenue for being on YouTube. You feel me? So maybe they just go with it. I don't know. So let's see what this one says. Wow. So the next card we have is Thief. And it talks about robbed, lost, thief, physical or emotional. And see, this Thief card right here, I could look at this card in so many different ways. Because the T could be, she has physically lost her way. You know what I'm saying? Physically or emotionally, something has been tucking away from her for her to be out here on the rampage like she is. Maybe the T is, maybe somebody could be talking about a robbery or something to that nature. I don't know. But we have thief here, robbed, lost, theft, physical or emotional. And that could definitely be something that close family and friends and acquaintances are talking about. She feel robbed. She feel as if something was taken from her. So that's why she making up all this shit. Just saying. But that's what it say though. Okay. Whew, I know I'm gonna have to go take a pee-pee in a minute. Beep beep. Now y'all know y'all ain't right. Now y'all know y'all ain't right for this one. We have this card right here. And it talks about marrying for money. Now, as I stated earlier, I didn't have a chance to get in to see who she's married to or anything of that nature. I just didn't have time to dig that far. But the T is, she, I guess, married for money or something to that extent, So, I don't know. I should, hold on. Let me see something. Nah, I got to break out the clarification cards. Okay, so these aren't the cards that I'm going to be using for Jaguar, right? When it comes to clarifying cards that I kind of need a better understanding on, but I'm a little curious because now I want to know who is she married to, or if she's even freaking married. I don't know. But that's what it say, marrying for money. So these cards have been pre-shuffled with her in mind. So let's see what's at the bottom of the... I'm sorry. Sound like Fat Albert and shit. Shout out to Bill Cosby. Fuck what y'all talking about. Still my nigga. Still my nigga. Nine of Pentacles. And it talks about enjoying all the rewards of your hard work, fruits of your labor, spending in rewards. Listen. What do you want me to say? What do you want me to say? Her man may not be rich. I don't know if he is, if he isn't. But it says, enjoy all the rewards of your hard work. So I wanted to know about this card. It says marrying for money. So whether her man got money, whether he's a superstar, whatever the case may be, the T is... what? What? Oh, hell no. That ain't the T. Come on now. Y'all lie. She's spending his money and holding on to her money. I don't know. You know what? I don't even know. I don't even know. But I don't know. I don't know. But what I do know is she is a I am so sorry. I apologize for my antics. I can be goofy sometimes. But I pulled this card. And you know what it said? It's the Nine of Pentacles. And The Nine of Pentacles, Pentacles period, it represents our money. And this is what we're talking about. We're talking about the tea. And I heard rather, it's basically spending his money and holding on to her, something to that extent. That's what I heard. Bird's the word. Damn it, that goddamn owl just popped back in my head. Oh, that's so wrong, because they put plenty lipstick on that owl, too, that lady was talking about the other day. That shit was bogus as hell. But anyway, once I pulled the Nine of Pentacles from the deck, I got the Seven of Pentacles. And the Seven of Pentacles talks about, don't forget to stop and look back at your achievements. But on the side right here, it says, how can you work less and gain greater results? That's what it said right there. So that's why I was laughing, because I'm like, I don't know what her man do. I don't even know if she's married. But the tea is that she's marrying for money. So, and what I heard was she's spending his money and holding on to hers. I don't know, man. I'm just telling you what I heard. And these are my confirmation cards. And she is an earth sign. You feel me? She's an earth sign. And I think it's pretty valid because it's the Seven of Pentacles. And remember how I was talking about the sevens and sevens. You feel me? In her date of birth. 777 all over the way. Oh, shit. I'm not finna pull no more cards, because I don't even want to see what this say. I don't even want to read that to y'all. I'ma just say what it say. And the only reason why I'm gonna do that is because I have the Nine of Pentacles right here. So in my head, I'm like, should I say anything? Should I not? And they have me look at the Nine of Pentacles. And I'm like, what the hell am I looking at the Nine of Pentacles for? And I'll be going through a whole thing, but I'm like, why am I looking at the Nine of Pentacles? But the next card is the Nine of Swords. So for me, that's validation. You know what I'm saying? Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Swords. Because as I just said, we don't know what's going on. You feel me? On the outside, things may look a certain type of way. You feel me? But when we in the dark, things look a little differently, right? And these Nine of Swords talks about worrying keeps you up all night and changes nothing. Anxiety, hopelessness, trauma. Why do you worry so much? What is asking you to be looked at and felt? Look at it and feel it. Now I'm getting that SpongeBob. Look at me. Look at me. Remember when SpongeBob breath smelled like it did and he thought he was ugly, and SpongeBob was like, look at that, look at that. You got to look at it and you got to feel it and you got to be in it in order to get over it. And stop harboring resentment. Stop. Forgive yourself. Forgive it. Forgive the situation. It happened. It is what it is. Chop it up to the game. Charge it to the game. Silk the shocker, baby. Charge it to the game. You got a shock. Shock of your life. Charge it to the game, baby. Charge it to the game. Silk the shocker said it better. Charge it to the game. Yup, side note, I'm doing a reading on C Murder. I want to see C Murder go get out this motherfucker, like straight up. But you got to get out of denial, Miss Wright. You got to get out of that denial, because it's not doing nothing. You can get on your YouTube channel all you want to and put on this face all you want to. But I can see past all that Maybelline while you're sitting up there talking about Rihanna, and her Fenty. I can see past all that Maybelline. Who said that? Jada Pinkett. Little Moccasin. This situation is kicking your ass, and it's been kicking your ass ever since Low Down Dirty Shame was a movie. So before, my point is, it's past and it's overdue, and it's time to get over it, because you're the only one that's hurting and suffering. And in return, you're trying to hurt other people so they can feel the type of pain that you're feeling and what it is that you're going through. It's just like I hear when people say they be on like drugs or heroin or something. You get that one hit and you want to try to get it again. I was told you never achieve it. I was told you never achieve it. But a person to sell their soul to the Illuminati, I'm just kidding, to the devil, to get that back. They sold their house, their shit, their car, everything, and still never end up with it. You're only hurting yourself and the people who love you, so stop it. And I'm gonna just put my little confirmation cards back over here. And I'm gonna shuffle them up real good for next time, because I'm sure I'm gonna need them. And then when it comes to the tea regarding close family and friends and acquaintances, look what's at the bottom of the deck. Look at what these people are saying. I didn't touch it. See, that was Source messing with me, talking about this in your hands. You decide what you want to deal with that card. But they work with me all the time. They never work against me. Happiness hater. So when it comes to family, close family and friends and acquaintances, what they feel is you a happiness hater. You hate on everybody else's happiness because you're not happy. And that's sad. And that makes me feel bad. It do. It makes me feel bad that someone would feel like that's what it is that they have to do to another person to make them feel better about themselves. And ultimately, damn, I was going to pick it up, but I ain't got it. I shuffled at the end of the night. At the end of the day, he gonna cry in the car. You feel me? He gonna cry in the car. At the end of the day, you still ain't satisfied, because you get back up and do it over and over and over. And now you got people suing you and shit. It's just, man, that 2 million, that 2.5, 3 million can be gone just like that. You know, protect your assets. Protect yourself. Know thyself. When we know better, we do better. You're supposed to be somebody out here representing for the black people, for the black women out here. You know, sister soldier. Can get a soldier on. You know? But what's being portrayed is not quite right. Not quite right? It's not quite right. Like, for real. Jaguar, right? It's not quite right, okay? But I'm going to keep it moving. Because I want to go to the movies. I'm going to the movies. I'm going to the movies. I want to go to the movies. Okay, let's use these cards right here. Now, these are my African goddess cards, and I like to use these cards when I basically want to know how an individual feel about themselves. So even though we just seen that card right there that talked about the 9 of Swords, you know, she gonna cry in the car type shit. I want to use these cards to see how Jaguar Wright feels about herself deep down inside. You know, I'm hoping, like for real, I'm hoping deep down inside, she feel just like old boy do. Who was that one dude? Damn, was it Jaguar? I don't know who it was. But when they was like the king of pop or something like that, and he was like, it's him, and everybody was trying to shit on him because he said that or something. You could never be the. How y'all gonna try to take away from that man how it is he feel about himself and his music? Y'all always trying to take stuff away from people. Why can't people just, man, you know what, y'all, man. Y'all got to get y'all mind right. But I want to use these cards to see how it is Miss Jaguar Wright, Jacqueline Wright, deep down inside, feel about herself. You know, when she's all by herself, she's all alone, when she in that bed crying, how does she really feel about herself? All right? So once again, these cards have been pre-shuffled with her in mind. She is a female Taurus. And let's see what we have. Wow. Ouch, that hurts. We got the storm. We got the storm. And you know what? If I was her, I would wake up every goddamn day feeling like I'm in a storm. You know, but the thing is, after the storm cleared, there's supposed to be a fucking rainbow in the shine. It's supposed to be. You're supposed to be home sometime. Where'd that come from? Is by you. He's supposed to be home sometimes. The sun is supposed to shine sometime. The rainbow is supposed to shine sometime. It's supposed to pop up sometimes. Shout out to the video I did earlier today with nature and the rainbow. You couldn't see the rainbow because it was kind of raining, but it was just starting to appear. But yeah. So I can understand her feeling like it's always a storm or feel like the storm. But the thing is, where is the calm after the storm? There's never any time for there to be a calm because she's right back in the storm. Right back in it. Jaguar, man. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Look at it. But look at it. Look at it. Keep seeing SpongeBob. Look. Storm. Grief. Look. That's what it say. Storm. Grief. Grief. Storm. They both damn near the same. Because nobody knows how people act when they dealing with grief, what they going through. This woman is broken, down, shadow back, written the fuck out. She broken, y'all. She broken. And instead of encouraging this woman to do better, people up in here encouraging her to continue with the lies, the maliciousness, the gossip. Instead of say, hey, sister, friend, put that energy into you, sister. Put that energy into you. We want to hear your voice. We want to hear your gift. We want to see your talent. I don't like this. I really don't. I don't like no woman, you know what I'm saying, trying to berate another woman or make another woman feel bad. It's bad enough you got to deal with that when it comes to these men. So then woman on woman crime, bashing, you feel me? I don't like that. It's not right. When it comes to Jaguar Wright, female Taurus, deep down inside, when she's all by herself, how does she feel inside, Creator? How does she really feel inside, Creator? Can I get 3 cards, please? Man, I know I done shuffled these cards up, man. I know I done shuffled these cards up. And it's still right there. It's almost like she been hurting since she was a child. And when the opportunity came to show people how to do it right, she still got fucked with no grace. Did I cut these? My short-term memory fucking with me. I can't remember if I did or didn't. But, man. Can I get 3 cards, please? Oh, well, thank you. Thank you, because I just couldn't do no more than that. Oh yeah. It gave me more. Okay, so we got 3 right here. Can you see them? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 9. Some shit like that. My mom used to date a Mexican. I mean, he wasn't a Mexican. I'm sorry, he was a Puerto Rican. He tried to teach me Spanish, you know. But Dora did all of that for me. Okay, Diego. Okay, so I don't know why I put these to the side right here, but I'm putting them to the side right there. You can see it. But I want to work with these cards right here because they kind of like stuck together, some shit like that. And then I'm going to show y'all this card because this is a powerful card right here. But I'm going to keep it down so y'all can't see it, but it's right there. So let's turn these cards over and see what they have to say. So she got a total of 5 cards, which is interesting because I think this is damn sure for her because, like I said, she was born in May, and that's like the 5th month of the year or whatever. So I feel like this is for her, but for some reason they kind of separated. So let's just see. All right. Whoa. Okay, well then what these look like? Wow. Wow. Fuck. Listen. As you can see, all these cards are in the reverse. And I got to flip them over so I can see them. Okay? But they all in the reverse. Flip! Flapjacks. But listen. When it comes to how she feels deep down inside, we have mask. We have mask. Okay? Now, I don't feel she wants to wear a mask just simply because it came out in the reverse, right? And, but like I said, she has to put on this Maybelline, you know, she got to put on this, I'm Jaguar, yeah, you know, this demeanor. She has to wake up every single day and pretend to be something that deep down inside she's really not. She's not. This is no Lady of Rage. Listen. Stupid. Pleasure in the reverse. Deep down inside, her being who she is right now today, that doesn't bring her pleasure. That's why it was in the reverse. It doesn't bring her pleasure to be someone or something that she is not. That's why it was in the reverse. And then we got good juju. Good juju was in the reverse. Because nothing good will come from you pretending to be something that you're not, and then reflecting that onto other people because of the hurt and pain that you going through. It never does. It never will. And then look. I remember I told you she had all them 7s, and I told you she had 11. If you add up her thingy, she's 40, what, 47? If you add that up, what does that go to? Add it up. 7 and 4. 11. 7. Man. This is the cost that came in reverse. So we got good juju, pleasure, and mask all in reverse. 7, 11, and 18 could be significant to her. Maybe she's been pretending to be something that she's not for a very long time. Maybe started as a teenager, because remember I said from the jump when she was a shorty, shit probably just been not right. You know? I don't know. I could just go off of what I feel, how I feel. Damn the cards, but they help. But let me take these two. That's fake. I mean, I had looked at them. I was just highly pissed when I did look at them. I just made my stomach, you know. We got wounded healer. Wounded healer in the reverse. Wounded healer in the reverse. So, if it's the wounded healer in the reverse, should we turn it over and say, hey, I'm not wounded, I'm not a healer? Or should we keep it this way and say, she is a wounded person, you know, and she does need to be healed, but she's refusing that because she needs to change her way of thinking and her way of feeling. Brazen is in the reverse. Brazen is not a bad card. This woman birthday is May 17th. This is number 17. We talking about her and how she feels. Look at it. But she's not feeling like that. She's not feeling like that. Where my book at? Let's see what it say. It says, let me read it to you. This brazen card. This brazen card is represented by fire. The passion. She doesn't even have the passion to do what it is that she needs to do to get back on top. She'd rather put the passion and energy into trying to pull people down to the bottom where she at. Crabs in a bucket. People who try to pull you down are already beneath you. And the people that she's trying to bring down, whether they right or whether they wrong, whether it's truth or whether it's fake, it's still another individual trying to bring somebody down, pull them down, make people look at them differently because of how they feel and what they going through. And it's not right. This card talks about being a warrior. This goddess, this brazen goddess, talks about being a warrior. But she's a wounded warrior that's not ready to heal yet. She's not ready to change. But let's see what this talks about, even though it was in reverse. Let's see what it talks about. It says warrior, fire element. It says step up, go for it, partner with the divine, make brazen choices, and everything meant to diminish will elevate you. Everything meant to diminish you will elevate you once you're in alignment. Once you choose to be in alignment with divine, that's what it says. Step up, go for it, partner with divine to make brazen choices, and everything meant to diminish you will elevate you. All who mean to harm you fall away. Your hurdles are illusions because you are plugged into source. Like I said, it's something special about her. But she done forgot who she was. Man. It's no different than when you a kid, and like when I was a kid, I wanted to be a baby doctor. Eventually, I realized it's a pediatrician, goddammit. But as a kid, there's so many possibilities. You could be this, they tell you could be this, you could be that, you could be that, you could be whatever you want to. The possibilities are out there and they're endless. But you have to be the one to put the shit into play. Hell, once I found out how long I had to go to school to be a fucking doctor, I was like, fuck that and them babies. It's probably why I got so many of them. But my point is, I did eventually go on to be a caregiver as a CNA and take care of the elderly and shit. They kind of like babies in reverse. So, hey, I flipped my possibilities. I changed up some things. But what I'm saying is, she had all the energy of the possibilities of like a child would. And then it just diminished. It just went away, you know? It was just stolen. That's why that thief thing is probably, this theft card is here. She feel like something was taken away from her. Like, oh boy, you gonna cry in the car. Tuck his chain. My grandmama gave me that chain. You know what I'm saying? Tuck his bike. The beach cruiser. You know what I've been asking you about? The contract, Jay. The one I thought you said I was gonna sign. Just fucking around. But you know what I mean. Because listen. Remember early on I talked about she's upset because of the fact that what happened seems like a L. It seems like a failure. It seems like a loss. It seems like a defeat. And everybody is around to see it and talk about it and put their points and views and opinions on it, right? But look what this say. It says, make the brazen decision. What would you dare to do if you knew you couldn't fail? If you knew you couldn't fail, what would you dare to do? It is brazen to be unapologetically you. And that's my whole theory. I have no problem being unapologetically selfish. I have no problem being that way at all. Because at the end of the day, I got to make sure Shay's straight. Ain't nobody else gonna do it. I got to make sure I'm straight. Because if I ain't straight, every fucking thing gonna fall down. You always get that question, what's more important to you, your kids or you? Motherfucker, me. I gotta make sure I'm straight in order to take care of the bambinos, in order to take care of the kids, even though they damn near all grown. You know what I'm saying? Only got 2 babies left, goddammit, and teenagers. My boys, they all grown, goddammit, except for the last 2. They still babies. But I'm just saying, I gotta make sure I'm straight, mentally, emotionally, physically. I got to make sure I'm straight. So I got to think about me first in order for my children to thrive and be whom they are today, the fuckers. But anyway, it says, it is brazen to be unapologetically you. It is brazen to speak up for someone not in the room. It is brazen to speak up for someone who is not in the room. Who is she speaking up for who's not in the room? Remember, we looked up the definition of gossip. Who is she brazen and speaking up for people that's not? She's not speaking up for them people. She's speaking down on them people. Whether they right or whether they wrong. If you got, what they say, if you ain't got nothing nice to say about nobody, don't say nothing at all. You want to know why? Because whether it's the truth or whether it's a lie, your intentions is what source gonna judge you at. Your intentions is what's going to get you fucked up in the long run. Because when you said what you said, like I told old girl who tried to shit on me last week, when you said what you said, what was your intentions? What was your purpose? What did you intend on how it making me feel or everybody else that she's come for? Are you enlightening them? Are you putting them on game? Are you encouraging them to be better? What are your intentions when you come for people the way that you do? That's what it's all about. As the hood say, your motives. What is your motives? And that's what get a motherfucker every time. That's why I try to make sure my intentions are always good. Because if not, it's gonna come back. It's gonna come back, and guess what? It's gonna come back even harder. Harder. Ain't nobody got time for that. Anybody got time for that? I ain't got time for that. Straight up. So it says, it is brazen to choose a different spiritual path or career than your community. It is brazen to build your family your way. She can choose a different path. She can build a better community, especially when it comes to social media. She can build a better fan base. Maybe she don't care right now. She wounded. She's not ready to heal. But here's the crazy thing. She may feel all of this way about herself. But guess what? The heart never lies. The heart never lies. Because she still have certain desires. Certain desires. She still have certain desires. Now, I've never had this desire card before. So, I don't know if this card can represent good desires or bad desires. For her sake, I sure in hell hope it good, but goddamn, looking at this card, I don't think so. Look at it. Hopefully I'm wrong. It says desires, but look at it. So let's look it up and see what it says. Jaguar, let's look it up. Because this is gonna determine, moving forward, what she's gonna do. She still have desires. So what are those desires? Because this is at the bottom of the deck. What is those desires? I've never had this card before. Number 8 could be significant to you. Okay. That's funny. Listen to this. Damn, my ass hurt. Oh, my ass hurt. Okay, listen. It says, this is this card right here. I'm glad I looked it up. It talks about the goddess of desires, Ashanti and Ekan. It talks about conjure, okay? And it talks about elements, right? Well, the air element. And it talks about every new day, the mother goddess rebirths the sun, shooting life into us with her moon bow. Her lunar rays illuminates souls. Illuminates souls. Illuminati. Illuminate, goddammit. Illuminate. Illuminati. Illuminate is only short. Illuminati is short for illuminate. Illumination. It's right fucking here. Y'all need to do y'all research. What is an organization? What is a society? Come on now, y'all. Listen, I ain't got time for this shit. But it says her lunar rays. Rays is sunshine. It's light. It illuminates the soul. Her desires. It says dream bigger. Puny desires constrict you. Remember, I said she's vibrating on a low vibration. You can consider that a puny vibration. Your desires create your life, so allow them to flow boldly. At the end of the day, her desires is still to be who she feels like she should have always been. Deep down inside. Because see, this is the shit that she's showing us. The shit that flew out, the 5 cards that flew out. All this shit, all this mess in the reverse and shit like that. She's showing us all of this. But she's not showing us the most important things. Her desire to be who she always knew she could be. They telling you to dream bigger. I was always told if your dreams don't scare you, God damn it, they not big enough. They not big enough. Your desires create your life, so allow them to flow boldly. But how will we know? With this mask and this pleasure in the reverse and this good juju in the reverse and this brazen in the reverse and this wounded healer. How would we know that she even has desires to even sing anymore, make music anymore? Because she doesn't show us that. She show us all the messiness. And y'all eat that shit up and y'all love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Y'all love it. Y'all love to see people have a freaking breakdown. Y'all love it. It gets you off. It makes you come. You come for more to see. It's like the Jerry Springer show. You want to be entertained no matter what the cost is. No matter who has to suffer behind it. But just imagine if it was you in them same shoes or them same stilettos, those same sandals, whatever, Crocs, knickknacks, whatever the fuck. But imagine if it was you. Yeah, how would you feel? You wouldn't feel good. And either A, you're gonna go into your shelter and become depressed and have anxiety, Or are you going to come back and fight with everything you got outside of your self-respect and your goddamn fucking mind that you done lost? So there's no win. There's no win. There's no win there. I don't give a fuck what a motherfucker say about me. I don't. I dealt with that shit too long when I was a kid. I wish a motherfucker would. Seriously. You can't worry about what people think about you. They're gonna talk about you whether you're doing good or whether you're doing bad. So just do you. Nobody wants to ever see you doing better than them. So they're gonna talk about you. Then you got the bougie people. They gonna talk about you. You might have a little money to be in their circle, but they still gonna talk about you. And so what? Let them talk. It's their mouthpiece. They can do whatever they want to do with. But you better not touch me. That's what mama always say. Baby, they can say whatever they want to say to you. But if they touch you, attack. Go in. You feel me? People can say what it is that they want to say. But at the end of the day, is it really necessary? Just because you can say it doesn't mean you actually have to say it. Because once again, what is your intent? What is your purpose for trying to make another person feel bad or bring another person down? Because you're gonna get it back. And then people be wondering, I don't know why I'm going through this. I don't know why I'm suffering. I ain't did nothing to nobody. You's a goddamn motherfucking lie. Oh, you done something. But see, what you did, what you thought was nothing. But you don't know how that made the next person feel and what they went through. So just as they suffer, oh, you gonna suffer even more. Yeah! My goddamn Busta Rhymes come out on y'all ass, okay? Okay, let's see. Yeah. It says, what do you really desire? Get specific. See it, smell it, feel it. Call it in. Now, what you desire, you desire. What Shay wants, Shay desires that. What Trina wants, what Jordan, these are their desires. These are what illuminates illumination in their heart and in their mind. And then it becomes what they say. If a man think it, a man shall some shit. Some shit like that. You know what I mean? Anything anybody else have, you can have it too. All you got to do is think it with purity in your heart and it will come. It's just that simple. But you too busy thinking about the next house this person got or the next car this person got or who this person fucking and whatever the case may be. You worry about the wrong things. If you want to drive this or you want to have this job or you want to work for yourself, put that energy into you and it will happen. We all are a fucking energy source. That's it. Duh, motherfucker. Anyway, it says, does your desires flow? See, does your desires flow from love or do they flow from fear? Manifestation that comes from fear-based desires keep you small. Desires that come from soul expands your fucking world. I ain't never even seen this card before. I ain't even know I had it in a deck. But goddamn, if I had a number 9 and a goddamn 10, I figure 8 would be somewhere in the middle. Okay? 8, 9, 10. God damn it. What I desire me, and that's what I'll attract. Y'all should take time out to read. And if you don't, like to read, watch that movie. I got all her books downstairs. I got all her books downstairs in my living room on my bookshelf. Yes, I got a bookshelf, motherfucker, and library card. I read, goddammit, and Audible. But check out that book, The Secret. That's what got me started on my journey. That book, The Secret. Right before, it had to be my late 20s, 29, 28, somewhere. Because I knew there was something fucking different. I knew there had to be something different out there. And like I said, like old girl who asked me, when them cars gonna tell you you're gonna be a millionaire? Bitch, maybe. When it happened at 16, and my mind had been clear, and my desires, and I knew what the fuck it is that I wanted in life, maybe if I would have started developing it then when it was presented to me, maybe I would be a millionaire right now. Okay? But like I said, I was scared of the shit. I didn't know what it was. Y'all don't know what it is to be on the other end of hearing what it is that we go through and what we feel and what we have to endure. This shit is, it drains you. I just did a private reading yesterday. 4 hours. No, it wasn't 4 hours. I think that bitch was 4 hours. No, it was 3 hours and 47 minutes. That's almost 4 hours of my energy and my time dedicated to somebody else for free. She hit me up. You still doing them readings for free? Such and such referred me. For sure, let's do it. I'm out of town right now, but as soon as I get back in, I'm going to holler at you. That's exactly what I did. This is what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to help people, not bring people down, man. But this is my gift. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. I ain't going to worry about the money, motherfucker, girl. The money going to come. And that's what I told her when I did that reading on her food last. That's your problem. You worry about the wrong things. You in everybody else's business and you worrying about the wrong thing, mama. But once I did that tarot card reading on her, I bet her food last and think I was going to do that. But once I did that, I got a better understanding of why she came at me like she did and why she felt the way that she did. And I felt bad for her. She done took me all out of my element, you know. Shit. One thing I know for sure, you can't fight the world. But one thing for sure, the world better fucking know, don't fuck with me. It's not good for your health. This card. Anyhow, I'm all tired. Yeah, I'll show y'all to it one more time. So that's how she feels. Okay. Hold on a second. Do you mind? Hold on a second. I need some goddamn water. Like, for real. Okay, I'm not gonna drink no water. Nope. Hold on. All right. Lips a little chapped. But, yeah. Now, let's see. Okay. I just wanted to use Kipper and see did Kipper have anything to say when it comes to Jaguar, Wright, and how it is that she feel about herself. You know, Kipper always got some shit to say, so you can't do a reading without having Kipper in here, because he always got something to say. But Kipper, when it comes to Jaguar, Wright, and how she feels about herself, what is it that you want to tell her? And what is it that she needs to know moving forward? I'm going to ask for 3 cards. These cards have been pre-shuffled with Jaguar Wright in mind. Oh, shit. Sorry. Kipper says you're going to the courthouse. He wants you to know you're going to the courthouse on the 23rd of May. I'm just kidding. What is the 23rd of May? That's a Friday. But that's what's at the bottom of the deck. Like I said, these cards have been pre-shuffled with you in mind, Jaguar, right? So, excuse me, I apologize. Whoa. Main female. We talking about you. I think Kipper always be talking shit, I swear. Main female, the main female at hand right now is you, Jaguar, right? You going to the courthouse. That's what Kipper wants you to know. When it comes to how you feel about yourself, you done fucked up and you finna be in the courthouse somewhere. I'm just saying. And you know, that's just this shit. I don't know. Kipper, what else? Can I get 3 cards, please? When it comes to Jaguar, right? And how she feels about herself, Kipper, do you have anything you want to say? Or anything it is that she needs to know overall? 3 cards, please. Female Taurus, Jaguar, right? 3 cards, please. We got mature female. That was at the bottom of the deck. She is a little older, you feel me? I ask this question again. If I should take this card or not. Well, I'll show you what it is. I'm gonna put it down first. But what has came out for Kipper is, it talks about concern. Okay. It talks about concern, and as you can see, there's a man right here, and then we have family room. This could be saying anything, because I asked Kipper what it is that she needs to know overall when it comes to herself, or what it is that he wants to tell her. And Kipper right here, we had the courthouse and everything. Now, if this woman does end up going to court to the point where I don't think it's to the situation where she would have to do any jail time or anything like that. It ain't got to that point, you feel me? But what I feel like is, what she needs to know is that, and I'm being serious right now, whomever she is connected to, because I don't know if her father's alive or whatever, but whoever she is connected to, closest to, and they live together or something like that, he's concerned about her. He's concerned about her well-being. And I feel like he would like for this situation to come to an end with the coffin card being right here. That's what I'm feeling. Okay? So I asked Kipper what did they have to say, or put anything on it, let her know about herself, da-da-da-da-da. But this is what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like there's a man in her life. More than likely they stay together, and he's concerned about her. And although this is like, it's not real life death card, but I feel like he feels like something needs to come to an ending, right? And I was asking Source, should I put the card down, or should I just leave it like it is? So I decided to leave it like it was, but because I'm nosy, I still want to see what's behind that motherfucker. Ah! Woo! Look at that. Look at that. Ooh, listen, look at that. Okay, so we got concern, family. There needs to be an ending, and we got thief. We had thief. We had thief when it came to the T cards earlier, remember? Now, because of my short-term memory, I don't know what the fuck it is I said with this card. But we got this card coming out again. So I said, what is the T? What is the closest people around her family and friends and acquaintances talking about? What is the T when it comes to her? What are they talking about? So, family room, concern. There is a situation when it comes to money, robbery, theft, or whether it's physical, emotional, loss, rob, whatever. There is a conversation that has been being had, okay? There is a conversation that has been being had about something. And whatever it is, it needs to come to an end before there be a real life loss, robbery, theft, something of that nature. Okay? And I'm going to leave it right there, but I'm going to be nosy and see what the next one. Ooh. Kipper, you ain't shit. You ain't shit. He gonna tell it like a D.I. is. Bird. Despair. I'm telling you, somebody is worried. Somebody is concerned. I'm trying to tell you. And it seems like it's a man. It's a man that's around her, feeling that way. He could just be worried for her overall mental stability too. You know, it doesn't have to physically be, material things of that nature or somebody coming to harm her or something like that. It could just be her mental health. Like, man, I don't know, but I truly do hope there will be a change for her. I mean, something, I do hope that, for real. Like, no bullshit. I'm not being funny. I'm not trying to make a joke. Like, none of that. I do really hope that there be some type of change, for the better, okay? And I'm going to just put that right back up there. Now, I want to use these cards right here. We're almost done. I want to use these cards right here. They have been pre-shuffled with Jaguar Wright in mind. Keep in mind, she is a Taurus. She's an earth sign. So let's see what we have at the bottom of the... Oh, motherfucker. Y'all gonna make me fart. Shit. The bottom of the deck. We got the Tower. Bottom of the deck, we got a Tower. And it talks about sudden change, upheaval, chaos, disaster, awakening, release, and sudden insight. Like I said, there needs to be a change. In order for something to change, something has to be broken down in order for it to be built back up firmly. So a Tower moment is not necessarily a bad thing. It all depends on your perspective. It all depends on how you look at it. Just like I said, that Cry song. Back then, okay, but listen to it today, and what do you get out of it? Look, I split the deck. Two major cards right here. We got the Moon and we got the Tower. Ain't nothing good about this I bet my kids like, what the fuck is she in there talking about now? Ain't nothing good about this, man. I'm trying to talk loud because the dude said I'll be talking too low, so I'm trying to talk loud. But ain't nothing good about this. But here's the crazy thing. Would it really be a shock? This card says illusion, mystery, dreams, intuition, fear, anxiety. I mean, it's about completion and selflessness. I mean, if there was to be a tower moment behind this moon, I mean, would it really be shocking? Would anybody really be shocked? Because I'm not getting shocked. I'm getting like, well, goddamn, took long enough. Because it's like a awakening. Sometimes something gotta hit you in your mind. You know, when you be sleeping, you used to be in class and shit, and you go to sleep, and somebody throws something at your head and wake you back up, you know what I'm saying? But half the time you nod right back off. Something has to happen in order, something powerful. Because you know that little thing they threw at you with that spitball, whatever the fuck it was, a pencil, who know, eraser. Goddamn pencil with no fucking eraser attached to it because they done nibbled the motherfucker off. It's all black and shit. Try to erase your paper and the motherfucker rip. They'll toss that motherfucker at you. But it don't do much. You know, because you go right back to sleep. Don't sleep on yourself. Wake up. This card right here, this one right here talks about awakening, sudden insight. Oh, I get it. You know, that's why I said, would it really be shocking? It would more so be like, well, God, it took you long enough. That's how I'm feeling. But these cards have been pre-shuffled with Jaguar, Wright, and mine. So let's see. Universe. When it comes to Jaguar, Wright. When it comes to Jaguar, Wright. Hold on. My shit trying to fuck up. Okay, there we go. When it comes to Jaguar, Wright. Universe. Can I get 3 cards, please? Even though I know you're going to give me more because she got a lot going on. Universe. When it comes to Jaguar, Wright. What is it that she needs to know via the tarot? These cards have been pre-shuffled with her in mind. She is a Taurus female. What is it that she needs to know via the tarot? Can I please get 3 cards, please? I'm tired. Tired, boss. Temperance is at the bottom of the deck. Balance, harmony, moderation, patience, purpose, and finding motherfucking meaning. Finding meaning. Finding meaning. Finding your purpose. That's crazy. Temperance at the bottom of the deck. Ain't that some shit? Inspiration, ideas, discovery, limitless potential, free spirit, exploration, excitement, and freedom is at the bottom of the deck. What you gonna do? 3 cards, please. I need them to jump out. 2 more. One more. Woo, look at that. Motherfucker tell me I'm throwing cards. Bitch, these cards flip-flop, do what they want to do. I ain't got no control over it. I can't believe she said that shit to me, dog. Throw these motherfucking blows. You're lucky I'm old now. You know what I'm saying? Anyway. This is what we have. I can't see, obviously I can't see these three cards, but what I can see right here is the Four of Pentacles. Damn, I shouldn't have said nothing. But I can see the Four of Pentacles right here. And normally it's like you holding on, you feel me, to something, you know, because of being afraid of losing something, right? It's like she's holding on for dear life, you know, and it's like if you would release it, you would be able to get so much more. She's an earth sign, you know what I'm saying? This is Capricorn right here. She needs to let this go. Listen to what it talks about. It talks about conservation. It talks about control, frugality, right? Saving money, you know. And I understand why she has to do that because, you know, $1 million ain't what $1 million used to be back in the 90s. That was like a lot of money, you feel me? I mean, shit, still a lot of money to money. Let me hold some. Let me hold some, Jack. Let me hold some. But what I'm saying is, you know, she has to let some things go in order for things to evolve and for things to grow. But as long as you keep holding on so tightly, it's going to slip away anyway. It's going to slip away anyway. You know, the creator has all motherfucking day long to wait on our goofy asses to do the right thing. And guess what? If you don't do the right thing this lifetime, you got to turn right back around and do it again. The only difference is either you're going to come back this way or you're going to come back with that way and you're going to have more motherfucking obstacles and fuck it, you know what I'm saying, to jump over. Hurdles. I was trying to put shit together. You're going to have more things that you're going to have to jump over and deal with. Because shit, you didn't learn your lesson then when you was last here, so let's give you this plus some more. Motherfuckers always making their life harder for themselves than it has to be. But, let's see. Let's see. So that's what we have here. Look at that. Look at that. We got the four of Pentacles right here. And then when I move this card right here, we got the Three of Pentacles. And it talks about teamwork, collaboration, learning, building something. Didn't I just say, you know what? I ain't say nothing. I ain't say nothing. Nothing, honey. Look at here. Look at here. Look at her. She's in the building. Listen, this is the star. They definitely talking about Jaguar right now because she is the star. She just don't know. She forgot who she was. And if she allowed her light to be dimmed, she did that. Because instead of focusing on the motherfucking problem, putting all your energy, oh, my woes and licking my wounds, all these years focusing on the problem as opposed to focusing on the solution. You don't know now because this shit right here still ain't the solution. Because you still ain't shining. You still not putting your talents out there. But I just said her birthday is coming up this month. May 17th. What is this? What is this star? 17. The star. It says hope, calm, faith, purpose, renewal, spirituality, fortune, good omen, and rejuvenation. nation. It's never too late to start over. If you have the desire and the passion to continue to make your dreams come true instead of trying to bust and smash everybody else's shit. And I get it. She's a Taurus, although I am an Aquarius. I'm the star in this bitch. But I'm a Taurus moon. So I get it. But at the same time, I'm not 16. I'm not 20. God damn it, I'm not even 30. You feel me? At some point in time, you have to figure out a different way to fucking fight your enemies. They're not going nowhere. But you gotta be smarter. I ain't gotta touch a motherfucking thing. Nobody. And I ain't worried about nobody touching me. I don't worry about stuff like that. I worry about I ain't gonna tell you what I worry about, but what I'm saying is, it ain't that. I ain't got 99 motherfucking problems. You know what I'm saying? With growth come knowledge, with insight, illumination. Your mind is conditioned. It's differently. You're not supposed to be thinking the same way you was thinking when you was in middle school. You're not supposed to be thinking the same way when you was 20 and when you was 30. You supposed to evolve. If you're not evolving, you're fucking stuck and in denial and in fear and not ready for change. You just stuck there. I'm so stupid. Look at that. We got the Four of Cups, and it talks about contemplation, disconnection. It says, form a completeness foundation, progress, power, instability, meditation, contemplation, apathy, re-evolution, You can start over. You can start over. But you have to be the one. You have to have the desires to do it. Re-evolution, rejuvenation, good omen. You had good juju in the reverse. You have an opportunity to be the star that you always desired yourself to be. It hasn't went anywhere, but you the one that's prolonging your own goddamn progress and success. You making a couple of ducats, maybe, doing what you do on YouTube. But is that really your bread and butter? Shout out to Beans. Shout out to Beans. Bread and butter. Is that really your bread and butter? No. Gossiping, lying and shit. Fabricating shit. Come on now. Leave that shit to the teeny boppers, dog. Leave that shit to the teeny boppers. Let Source, or whomever you believe in, fight your battles. Let him handle that. And you go on and do what you need to do. You know what I'm saying? Fuck all that. And like I said, Even when you do reach it to the top, they still gonna talk about when you was at the bottom. Fuck them. Fuck them. Two tears, man. Fuck them. Feed them bangs. Feed them bangs out of a dented ass motherfucking can. That's how I feel. But that's just mud. I just don't give a fuck. There it go. The Eight of Cups. Disappointment, abandonment, withdrawal, escapism, walking away and leaving behind. Boo-boo, that's what you gonna have to do. Because what you doing right now ain't working. It's not working. You putting all this energy. Where's your prosperity, though? What are you learning? How many fucking words can come out your mouth in a minute? If it's that motherfucking serious, goddammit, type and write a motherfucking book. Make a goddamn trilogy. Do something. Show your talents. Turn your back to the bullshit instead of embracing it with everything you got. That doesn't even make any sense to me, dog. Man. Dum 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 dum. I ain't even gonna say what I was thinking. Hold on, I'm sorry. My whatchamacallit went out. My incense. We got to light that motherfucker right back up. Big energy. Yeah. We gotta light that back up. We need all of that. What the fuck is dinner today? For real. All right. We almost done, right? So, that's what I have right there. I'm going to peek and be nosy and see what's up under there. Oh, yeah, I had said that already. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? It's good shit, man. Listen. We got the King of, not the King of Pentacles. Damn, I just said it. But she walk away from this shit. Remember who she is with the star card right here. Let go of this shit. Let go of this shit. Stop holding on tight to that shit. 4 becomes 3. But it's cool because you collaborating. You working with like-minded people. Then you got this King of Wands right here. This King of Wands talks about a natural leader, a visionary, entrepreneur, big picture, overcoming challenges, mature, career focus. Get back on your shit. Then you can celebrate and have something positive to celebrate. Then you'll make better choices in love and in life. But you got to take care of that shadow side first. You got to do a little bit more soul searching, boo-boo. You got to go into that hermit mode. You got to go take care of it. You got to go take care of it because you ain't quite right. You ain't quite right. Quack. You ain't quite right. Okay? All right? So let's move these over here. We almost done. So I want to use these cards right here. Because if you want to blame anybody for your woes and why you licking your wounds, who would it be? Mr. Jay-Z, Mr. Sean Carter himself. So I want to use these cards right here. These are my masculine archetype or architect. What the fuck cards over there? Yeah, archetype deck. So I like to use these cards when I'm talking about males and things of that nature. So I've pre-shuffled these already, and I want to know, how does Jaguar Wright feel about Jay-Z deep down inside? We know what comes out on social media. You know what I'm saying? She done came for the man. She done came for the man. You know what I'm saying? And his family. Lord have mercy. Um, so I want to just use these cards to see what come out, okay? So creator of the universe. Wait, what we got at the bottom of it? Woo! Shit! She ready to attack. She ready to attack this motherfucker. Yeah! The Jaguar bitch. No, just kidding. But, listen, y'all know that damn Jaguar cat. I think, if I'm not, and don't quote me on this, but I think that's like the only cat of his species or something to that extent that still exists. Like something like that. I think I read that. Because I be trying to get the facts. You motherfuckers just be wanting the snacks. But anyway, look at this. This how she feel. Number 8, again. This how she feel about Jay-Z. She feel like this supreme ordeal. And he tried to attack her and make her become extinct. This is like a dinosaur. You feel me? We know Supreme, is it's big, and then it's like ordeal, you know what I'm saying? So we know there's beef, we know there's drama, we know there's Taco Bell around the corner. I'm just kidding. We know there's a problem here. And let's just see what else comes out. So once again, creator of the universe, when it comes to Jaguar Wright and how she feels about Jay-Z deep down inside, what is it that you can tell us? Split the deck. Look at this shit. She feel like this nigga is the status quo. Number 1, number 8. Number 1, number 8. Ain't that something? He's number 1. Well, I'm down here, not even in top 3 or 5. Status, this nigga sitting up here having marshmallows in a furry mug type shit. This how she feel. This nigga think he's all that status quo. Oh, Lord have mercy. Why do I do stuff like this to myself? When it comes to how Jaguar Wright feels about Jay-Z, deep down inside, creator of the universe, can I please get 3 cards for Jaguar Wright? She is female Taurus. Some Paneros, man. I'm gonna lie to you. Woo! Woo! Yeah! God damn, y'all go. She feel like he a deadbeat daddy. But how? Are we referring to the kid that he don't claim or some shit like that? Is there even a kid out there? I don't know. But I don't know. But she feel like he a deadbeat. He a deadbeat dad. Wow. Come on, Jaguar. Now, you know that ain't right. You know that ain't true. You know that ain't true. Man, I can't wait to give it to my children. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. That's how you feel? You feel like he a deadbeat dad? Now, you know that ain't nothing but a lie. Let me tell you something. Even if Jay-Z Now, I ain't did no reading on Jay-Z outside of the Jay-Z, R. Kelly, and Puffy reading that I did as a collaboration. But I haven't done a reading on Jay-Z, just him. I've done one on him. No, I've done one on Beyonce when I first started early on. Y'all don't fuck with me. But when I first started doing this 2.5 years ago, I did that. But I've never did a reading on Jay-Z, specifically on Jay-Z, solely him. But this is just my own personal opinion. Even if he did have a side chick, baby, son, daughter, whatever the case may be, he's a fucking billionaire or millionaire or billionaire. You mean to tell me he would go through the ringer as a billionaire or a millionaire to cover up some shit, to take care of a side kid, all because of Beyonce? Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. You got all this money. Whether you fucked up on B or whether you didn't, whatever the case may be, listen, honey B, I love you, honey B, please don't go. Ray! Even Ray Charles, blind in the motherfucker, still took care of his side, baby. Well, I'll make sure he gets this every month. He ain't got to. I send him money every month. You motherfuckers don't know nothing. Y'all just be all up in the Kool-Aid. Don't even know the flavor. You not there. You don't know what this man is doing or any goddamn body else. Y'all bored. Y'all bored. And you need to find something to do. You need to find your life purpose. I'm doing mine. I'm practicing mine right now. So this how she feel deep down inside. This nigga is a deadbeat daddy. Oh, Lord have mercy. Can I? 3 cards, please. When it comes to Jaguar, Wright, and how she feels about Jay-Z deep down inside. You're damn right, motherfucker. I can believe that. I can believe that. One more. Fuck out of here. Keep that shit a buck. Keep that shit a buck. I can believe that. Fuck with me. I said deep down inside. There's a reason I'm feeling that way, dog. This ain't even my character. Check my videos. I don't act like this. This ain't me. It's an energy, dude. This here, I can believe this. I can believe this. Because she know damn fucking well that he's not a fucking deadbeat daddy. And I don't even fuck with Jay-Z like that. I've never bought a Jay-Z fucking album in my fucking life. Have I burnt some? Several? Hell yeah. Who hasn't? LimeWire, Fair Share, fuck you mean. CDs, DVDs, you know. I'm just keeping it a buck. It's what I do. But I said, deep down inside, how do you feel about this man? Deep down inside, the broad is hurt. That's why I'm like, get that bullshit out of here, dog. Don't fucking play with me like that. Get that bullshit out of here. You know he's not a deadbeat father. You know he not. I could tell you all about deadbeat motherfucking daddies. I could tell you, I could tell you all about that. I can believe this, though. So, provider. This is how she feels deep down inside. He's a provider. Whether he provided for me, that's another story. Yeah, that motherfucker act like he know it all. I can believe that. Yeah, he got a big ego. He macho. I can believe that. And I can believe this too. Because God damn it, we ain't out here playing motherfucking checkers. It's always been chess, bitch. It's always been that. Get on board and play your role. Play your position. Find your place in the motherfucking game. I can believe that. I can believe this. What a motherfucker say? What's the point of lying to yourself when you know what the truth is? That's stupid. That is stupid to lie to yourself when you know what the truth is. That's no different than a motherfucker talking about I'm going on a motherfucking diet. Tell the doctor I'm going on a motherfucking diet because I need to lose some weight. Doctor, I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do, doctor. Motherfucker, you 10 pounds bigger than you was last month. Why are you lying to yourself and expect me to believe the shit? You ain't hurting me. I'm gonna get paid for this visit anyway. What you gonna go do? Have a motherfucking payday or 3? Snack on that? I don't know. It's pointless to lie to yourself when you know the motherfucking truth. You know it. Now, whether you want to be in denial or whether you want to accept it for what it is what it is. That's on you. That's what you got to deal with. Now, at the bottom of the deck, we have crossing the threshold. Let's just look that up and see what that has to say. Oh, fuck a duck. Oh. Pot my scares my. Where the fuck is it? Oh, it's right here. Oh man, my candle done went out. Oh, my candle. Oh, my candles. Oh shit. Yeah, I've been here a little too long. What time is it? 11:31. Shit, when did I start? Well, shit, okay. I can't believe this one right here. Let's see what this one has to say. Ain't that something? Let's read it to you. It talks about, we want to know how she feels about Jay-Z deep down inside. So at the bottom of the deck, we have, look at that. When I pulled this, I'll tell you what it is in a minute. But we got crossing the threshold right here at the bottom of the deck. And it talks about the call to adventure has come. The characters are set, and now it's first steps into the unknown. When the hero comes across the threshold, he commits to the adventure. In the process of transformation begins. Trust is critical in this phase. Trust is critical in this phase. Once you cross this threshold, trust is critical in this stage. Trust. So, if trust is critical in this stage of this game, who are you trusting? Are you putting your trust in Jay? Or are you putting your trust in Jay, Jaguar, Jacqueline, Wright? Who is you putting your trust in? Because it should have been the creator, the source the whole time. But you fumbled the motherfucking ball. And yet you want to blame everybody else for your failures, for your mistakes. I can sit up here and whine and cry all motherfucking day long about what it is that I don't have and what it is that I wanted. Okay. That's the problem. I want this, I want that. Okay. Okay. Let's come up with a game plan to conquer and get what the fuck it is that you want. Let's come up with a plan. Let's play this right this time so it work out in my favor. But instead, you're constantly playing yourself and you want to blame somebody else for it. Don't play the victim. Don't play the victim. Don't play the victim. My soulmate told me, he said, you want to sit up here and talk about, oh, I was in a, a drive-by, in a car with somebody doing a drive-by, and that's why I'm in this situation, that situation, because of such and such, did this. Motherfucker, what the fuck was you in the car for in the first place with the motherfucker finna get ready and do a drive-by? Why are you in the fucking car in the first place? Oh, I didn't know he was gonna do it. Had I known, I wouldn't have been in it. Motherfucker. I am attracted to those people who serve my highest good. You chose to be the motherfucker surrounded about that person on that type of time and that type of energy. So no. Take credit and responsibility for your role you played in the game. Stop playing the victim. Like my soulmate said, we only want to take credit for the good shit that happened to us, but we don't never want to take credit for the bad shit that happened to us because we ain't had nothing to do with it. It was always such and such. You's a motherfucking lie. Own up to your shit. The faster you own up to your shit, the better things will go. Grow up. Who you gonna trust in? What it says. I can't always trust the truth. I cannot always expect the truth from everybody else, but I can expect the truth from myself. Like I said, you're not gonna lie to yourself. For what? It's pointless. And anyway, I just wanted to show you this card simply because we is talking about Jay-Z and how Jaguar Wright feels about him deep down inside. But when we got this crossing the threshold, we also have artists. You feel me? So we know, even though this is an artist as in painting type shit, but you know what I'm saying. He make fucking music, she make motherfucking music. Sometimes I have to clarify shit because motherfuckers be trying to talk bullshit when they don't know how I do what I do. You know what I'm saying? These cards are just a motherfucking tool, so your ass don't be like, ooh, motherfucker. That I can read them how I want to motherfucking read them. Just go off of emotion, my energy. I ain't gonna keep explaining this shit to baby kids and shit, for real. Anyway, that's what we have right there. And I'm definitely running out of room here. Yeah, I'm running out of room here, but we almost done. So let's put this here. And let's put this here. I'll set you there. Okay. Set you here, baby. Take your time. We can do it. We can do it. Don't take your time. I'm like jumping on the highway. Okay, now we're almost done. Now, I want to use these cards right here. This is my Miss Cleo cards right here. And I want to use these cards. And I want to ask this simple question. When it comes to Jaguar Wright's intentions, when she exposed everyone she has exposed from the time she started exposing them, goddammit, I want to know what her true intentions was. And Miss Cleo, calling me now, is going to let us know what it is. Okay? So once again, these cards have been pre-shuffled with Miss Jaguar Wright in mind. She is a Taurus. Okay? So at the bottom of the deck, okay, we got the Ace of Swords. All right, at the bottom of the deck, we got the Ace of Swords. Now, we know the Ace of Swords talks about clarity, okay, communication, okay, so we know when she's exposing people, she has to be communicating and running her mouthpiece, right? So we're on the right track. All right. So, universe, when it comes to Miss Jaguar Wright, for all the people that she has exposed from the beginning up until this very moment, what has been her overall intentions? I split the deck, and we have the Three of Coins right here. So in traditional tarot, the Three of Coins talks about collaboration, okay? So her intentions was to be in a position to collaborate with others, work together with others, okay? And let me just look up this because I know sometimes it can be a little different, you know? And certain cards, but I'm pretty sure it's probably the same thing. I don't use Miss Cleo all the time. That me and Miss Cleo got a whole history, you feel me? She know what I'm talking about. But, yeah. Okay, yeah. Listen, it says the Three of Coins talks about a card of career and self-employment. Also, new career avenues. A great deal of time required with little compensation. It may take some time to get what you want. There will be much need for work and skills to succeed. Damn. May take some time to get what you want. There will be much need for work and skills to succeed. Great deal of time will require with little compensation. Whew, ain't that something? Well, let's just neither gather, the ladies tell me. She say something. Let's go shopping with the little Jewish lady. Neither. She's whatever. We be shopping like a motherfucker, and she'll be like, let's neither, gather or some shit. I fucking forgot. But where is it at? I'm looking for the Ace of Swords here. Just give me a minute. I want to see what that got to say off of Miss Cleo cards here. Bring your ass. Oh, here you go. Because, see, I got it all stapled up all weird and shit because the book had came apart. Then I stapled it and then stapled it not quite right. So now I got to kind of pull it together apart to read shit. But anyway, right here, just the next page. We have the Ace of Swords right here. Well, where the fuck is it? The King of Swords, the Page of Swords, the Ace. Oh, it's gonna be number one. You fool ass motherfucker. Oh, try to do me like that. God damn it. It's they instead of what the fuck ever. I ain't finna explain shit to y'all. It says, the Ace of Swords, it says, a card of pure victory, many blessings, intense emotions. It says, you are able to move to many situations with great power, trusting your own ability. It is your time to win. Look at here. Trusting your own ability, it is your time to win, right? But there will be hard work with little compensation, right? So I said, when she started exposing people from the beginning up until today, what was her true intentions? Interested. To gain power, to gain some type of power or some type of leverage over someone else. It's kind of like working, what's that thing when you work for people, apprenticeship. You know what I'm saying? You may not get what you want right now, but in the long run, you'll get so much more. So once again, it talks about your intentions. Your intentions. When it comes to Jaguar Wright's intentions for exposing people from day one up until this very moment, what was her intentions? What was her overall intentions? My bad. What was her overall intention? From the time she started exposing people up until this very moment, what is Jaguar Wright's Jacqueline Wright intentions for exposing everyone she has exposed up until this very moment? Because she do this shit like 15 people a day. The King of Staff. The King of Staff. Which is the King of Wands. To be the motherfucking leader. To be the motherfucking leader is at the bottom of the deck. Hold on. Hold on, Tito. Hop on, who that woman? Hold on. I just type this shit up on another piece of paper somewhere. Here we go. So what does it say? Dominate. Good heart. Old-fashioned. Often married. Straightforward. A strong, honest person who is not afraid to lead. This person can listen and advise wisely. Okay, so her overall intentions was good. I'm going to say was good, was fair. But ultimately, it turned into something else. It turned into something else, I guess, depending on which way the wind blew. What was more people leaning towards? It's kind of like, well, if everybody else says true, then it is true. That, not saying what she's saying isn't true, but you know what I'm saying? Like, for this example, this is what I'm trying to say. Well, her intentions could have been, you know what I'm saying, I want to expose these people and how they got things working out in the industry to the point where we're going to get back on track and all this and that. Okay? That's what I mean when I say that. You know what I'm saying? What side people was going towards. So once she probably realized that people wasn't feeling that, okay, well, they're not feeling this. Because it could have been the truth. And it said the leader, things like that. It said honest person too. But that wasn't selling. That didn't bring constipation, God damn it. Compensation. It didn't bring it fast enough. So she went the opposite way. But they say fast money ain't never been good money. It never has. Anyway. 3 cards. Jaguar, Wright, intentions for exposing everybody. You see that? See that? I don't know what it is, but you see it shot out right there. Ooh wee. 2 more. What was Jaguar's right intentions for exposing everybody? Ooh wee. Can I get one more, please? Thank you. Ooh wee. Ooh wee. Look, this card was like right here. It was like right here. You know? This is crazy, yo. We gonna get back to this card because it had came up like this. We're gonna get to it. Don't even worry about Shay. Gonna take care of it. Look at this, y'all. Now, you see how these cards are. This was actually the last card to come out, but because of how it flew over here, this is gonna be number 1, right? Okay, so I can explain stuff to motherfuckers who don't be understanding the way I do shit. You not supposed to understand, motherfucker. Just listen. Don't speak. Just listen. Where am I fucking shit at? Oh, here she go. Okay, peep though. I said the intentions. We saw what they was in the beginning, but we see how they turned out. Look at this shit, man. In the beginning, we had the 3 of coins, right? That motherfucker came out last. But it came out like over here. Yes, and shut up. Sometime my countryness will come out. I am from Texas, motherfucker. So sometimes it will come out, especially if I'm frustrated. God damn it. But listen to this, though. The 3 of coins is in the reverse. In the reverse. Do you want me to read it to you how it was in the beginning when it first came, when we first did that? Okay. It says a card of career and self-employment. Also new career avenues. A great deal of time required with little compensation. It may take some time to get what you want. There will be much need for skills to succeed, right? But now this motherfucker came out in the verse because something changed. It was just out there a minute ago. Something changed. What changed? What changed? Her intentions. Her heart. She want to sit up here talking about everybody pulling the puppet and on the puppet motherfucking strings. You own one too. What the fuck is you talking about? That's like the teapot calling the motherfucking kettle black. You are just another motherfucking puppet. Fuck you mean? I'm sorry. It's Sunday. I apologize. I really do. This is not me at all. This is not me at all. But it says in the reverse, the three of coins say, this card indicates silly workplace rivalries and boredom with your position. That's what it say. This card indicates silly workplace rivals. Silly workplace taking the church. Silly workplace rivals. Silly workplace rivals. So when I start talking fast, shit just be all fucked up. And boredom with your position. She got tired of a great deal of time required with little compensation. She wanted the fast buck. She wanted the fast money. Fuck exposing these motherfuckers for the real truth at hand and what's really going on. Let me throw some D's on this plate. Ladies and gentlemen. What Shula say? Ladies and gentlemen. You feel me? Let me tell you. This some crazy shit, man. That's what it say. Y'all saw how it came out in the beginning. It was like this with the Ace of Swords. She got tired. She didn't want to put the work in. Why put the work in? I put the work in with Jay, and look where it got me. It got me fucked over. So I'm finna fuck everybody else over. But look, what's next to it? 8 got to be really important in her life on some type of way. I don't know, but 8 has to be really important to her because I keep seeing 8s. I know the 7s was in her date of birth, but 8's gotta be some type. It's something about them 8s. Something about the 8s. You know what? Just a minute. Hold on. I'm gonna look through my angel number cards, and I'm gonna find 8 and see what it say for her. That's what I'm gonna do, cause I wanna know. I'm nosy. I wanna know. But listen, we got the 5 of coins right here. We know what the 5 of coins talk about, but let's just see what Miss Cleo Carmen out has to say about it. And it says, a card of despair, overdue bills or obligations, unstable residence, fear, financial devastation, money which is going out of the house faster than it's coming in. You may need to borrow money to avoid any unnecessary expenses. She had to do what the fuck she had to do. She had to say what the fuck she had to say to continue to put food on the table, pay the motherfucker bills, and still make it seem as if she on top and she ain't failed and hit motherfucking rock bottom. Talk about everybody else who sold their motherfucking soul to the devil. You justice has sold yours out too. The only difference is you sold yours out for way less. Hey, I always say if you're going to do it big. Ask my kids. Mama, you, motherfucker, if you're going to do something, do it big. Don't fuck around with it. All right. That's what it say. And then look, if this card came out in the reverse, but it didn't, it talks about indicates indecision, disorganized, clouded vision, and division. Clouded vision and division. Remember, when I first started her reading, at the bottom of the deck was indecision. That's why I said she didn't know if she was coming or going. She didn't know if she was supposed to go or come. Like, she was all fucked up. And then, once we got the 5 of coins right here, right next to it, we have the 4 of swords. And the 4 of swords talks about, according to Miss Cleo, ain't that about a bitch? A card of indecision, in doubt, constant worrying, restlessness, and loneliness. Can indicate a lack of sleep. Can show a need for time away from negative situations. Possible health issues. Possible illnesses. Possible illness. Ain't that some shit? Ain't that some shit? The 4 of swords. A card of indecision. I just said that shit. With the 5 of coins. Indecision. A card of indecision. The 4 of swords. And doubt. Constant worrying. 9 of motherfucking swords earlier, remember? Restless. Sleep. Loneliness. Can indicate lack of sleep, can show a need for time away from negative situations, possible illness. That's what that forgiveness is needed. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. And it does. Because at this point in time, you're not even loving yourself. You're not even loving yourself at this point in time. Because it's going to show. I know when I'm thriving in life because of my hair and because of my fucking nails. If my hair is growing, my fucking nails is growing, and I'm fucking thriving. That's how I know. You have to listen to your body. That's how I know. Soon as these motherfuckers get the breaking off, as soon as my motherfucking hair get the breaking off, I'm something not right. I'm not doing something right. I'm not taking care of me. Let me tell you, man. Let's see what the Page of Coins talks about. Because that's what's at the bottom of the deck. We got the Page of Coins here. And the Page of Coins talk about a card. Oh my God. A card of academia in common sense. I want to say macadamian nut. In common sense, charm, physically good looks, and driven. I just talked about that shit before even turning to this page. When I know I'm doing right and I'm moving right, your body gonna let you know. When you not, it's gonna let you know. it says, a time to pursue education and learn new things, a time to explore economic activities, exciting news, whether by letter, words, or words will come. With this page of coins being right here, in order to get back to physical good looks and drive and charm and common motherfucking sense, it says it right here. I'm not lying. I don't know if you can see it, but it's right there. It says it right there. The page of coins right there. Common sense. In order to get back there, she gonna have to start from scratch. She got to start from scratch. And you can't blame nobody but yourself, because all this time you done spent fucking off, you could have been moving differently. You didn't have to get your big mouth ass up there and say all the stuff that you had to say. I do a lot of shit behind the scenes. I don't tell everybody. God rest her soul, but when Angie Stone died, I didn't know a goddamn thing about what had been said on social media or anything. But what I do know is I did one of my regular readings and asked, you know what I'm saying, who's going to be the next celebrity to die? And my cards told me, but I didn't know it was going to be Angie Stone. But I should have known based off of how the cards came out. I told my son everything. I sent him a text message like, yo, somebody about to die. 2 days later, she was gone. How I should have known it was her. I told him it was going to be a celebrity because the card that came out, the sun was in the reverse. I said some other shit, but the sun was in the reverse. My sunshine has come. You know what I'm saying? There's no more, whatever that song go. The sunshine, the sun came out in the reverse. There's no more. I do a lot of motherfucking prediction reads about different celebrities' deaths and things of that nature. But I don't go around telling everybody because I be feeling fucking bad about it. You know? Like I said, just because you know shit don't mean you got to open up your mouth and say something all the time just because you can. Plug that motherfucker up. Yeah, she got to start over. But once she do, look. Ah, my sunshine has come. Hey. You know? And like I said earlier, there will be, look at that shit. Look at that. Y'all see I'm pulling these cards. Look. Look. Ain't that how the cards came out earlier? In something that I had did for her? The exact same fucking way. Oh, yeah. Because I was like, should a motherfucker be shocked? I was just shocked because this is a whole different type of deck, yo. And just as I had said it, it's coming back out like that. And then, look, we got the 9 of coins. Didn't we talk about that earlier, way earlier? We had the 9 of coins, and then we had the 7 of coins. We talked about the person, you know what I'm saying, the provider holding on this, that, and the other. But, yeah. That's crazy to me. But, yeah. I'm finna get ready and close it out. Yeah, motherfucking kids was asleep. Couldn't nobody tie up my little strings. You know what I'm saying? They was still asleep. Them motherfuckers still till about 4, 5 in the morning. I had nobody to try my strings off of me. I couldn't do it myself. I tried. I looked in the mirror and everything. It just was not happening. Okay. All right. So, let's just, well, shit, let's just see. Is there anything else? Yeah. Strength. Didn't I say it was something about number 8? I did say it was something about number 8. That's 8. That's 886. Ah! It talks about challenges. Challenges. But that's not what I wanted. I wanted something else. I kept saying 888. Come on, come on, come on. See how smart I am? Source tells me where to go. I would have been flipping through all these motherfucking cards. You see that? See, y'all don't know. Y'all don't know the gifts that y'all don't be knowing. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just don't be knowing. Just mind your business. Just mind your business. Ashley said, just mind your business. Look at that. Look at that. Did you ever the possibilities? It feels like a love song. Listen, I kept saying it's something. Matter of fact, we got the number 8 right here. Talks about strength. Talks about strength. And it says, you don't know your own strength until you are tested. Courage, inner strength, compassion, and patience, right? Then I go in my angel number cards, and I kept saying 888, something about 888, right? And then that possibility, her chorus is playing in my head. But guess what? Yeah, we talked about possibilities. But what about abilities? Possibilities and abilities. They're two motherfucking 2711, 3:27:11 on the clock. But they're different. The possibilities. But what about abilities? Abilities mean you are capable of doing it. You have the ability to do it, not the possibilities, but the ability to do it. And right here, this card, 8888, talks about, you know it, abilities. Faith, abilities, goals, consistent steps. Consistent steps. I said she has to start all over. A baby has to take baby steps. But keep in mind, you're better off than most people who got to start from the bottom. And you can thank the Creator for that, because we have faith right here. Have faith in yourself and your abilities. Your abilities, not possibilities, your abilities. Set realistic goals and take steps towards achieving them. Believe in your powers to make a difference in this world. Your powers, your abilities. Because that's what it all boils down to. Anybody can feed you a motherfucking hope dream. But once that motherfucker start to taste not quite right, you do what you gotta do and let the Creator fight your battle. You don't never have to meet people where they at, because then that means you ain't no better than them. Move in silence. Never let nobody know what you thinking. Even if a motherfucker done hurt me or made me feel some type of fucking way, I bet you they don't never know it. Bet you they don't never know it. God damn it. I'm finna go. I had fun with this though. I ain't even gonna lie. I had fun. Long, but I had fun. Alright, so I just want to pull this and see. Yeah. Look. You just saw me pull that, right? Right? I said it's something about them eights. Something about them eights. Your passion, your ability. Fire. At the Eight of Wands, take action. Life is moving ahead. Rapid action, moving. Quick fucking decisions. Quick decisions. Well, if you want to know, after that was the Five of Pentacles. Still Earth, though. She's an Earth sign. But that's what was there. Since I knows, I'll let y'all be nosy too. Okay, but I would like to use these cards right here for within the next 30 days. What is it that Miss Jaguar Wright needs to know within the next 30 days? Once again, these cards have been pre-shuffled with her in mind, right? Ha-ha! Boom, shaka-laka-laka. Number 7, choose motherfucking wisely this time around. Choose wisely this time around. Because most people don't get second, third, fourth, and 7 motherfucking chances to do it again. You better thank the fucking creator while you sit up here talking about, he told me to do this. He ain't told you no shit like that. He ain't told you no shit like that. Choose wisely this time. And that's the motherfucking truth. You got truth coming out here again. This is crazy. This is fucking crazy, man. Within the next 30 days. What is it that Jacqueline Jaguar Wright? Jacqueline S. Wright. Jacqueline S. Wright? Needs to know. Come on now, stop playing. Needs to know within the next 30 days. Creator. Within the next 30 days, what is it that Jaguar Wright needs to know within the next 30 days? Creator. Female Taurus. Jaguar Wright. What is it that she needs to know? Oh, I can believe that. At the bottom of the deck, we have mental conflict. I can believe that with all the goddamn indecision going on. But you can overcome that. It may be a challenge, but have the courage to push through it. The same energy and the balls that you get every day to get up here and do this shit that you do, put that same energy into moving differently in a positive way. Choose wisely. Choose wisely. Three cards, please. Within the next 30 days, what is it that you... Dang! Ah, you fucker! You fucker! Ooh, look at the card right there, though. Look at the card at the... Ooh, I ain't gonna tell y'all what it is. I'm gonna just face it down. Did you ever... Man, yo, come on now, y'all. Y'all can't be having me do shit like that. I got a dress on. I can't be showing my dairy air. I can't be showing my dairy air in the air. Ooh. All right. Look at that. Look at that. She trying to run. She trying to run away from it, y'all. She trying to run away from it. This the one that fell on the floor. This the one that fell on the floor. Look at here. Look at here. Look at here. This the one that them motherfucking cars flew right towards my blind. This is the one that fell on the floor. Number 5. Obstacles and challenges is what's up ahead. You know? But it's okay. You were built for this. You want to know why? Because you created it. You created it. God damn it. So within the next 30 days, there will be some obstacles and there will be some challenges where you're going to have to be strong. That's a lion on there, close enough to a goddamn Jaguar. So let's do what we got to do. Let's do what we got to do. Okay? All right. Fire Marshal Bell. I think I heard the alarm ambulance outside my window or some shit like that. What time is it? Oh, it's 12:19. Paneros, here I come, baby. Baby, baby. Okay, we got these 3 cars right here. So the main thing, we know there's going to be some type of mental conflict that she's going to have to deal with back and forth, God damn it, within the next 30 days. So there's going to be some obstacles and there's going to be some challenges, right? Word up. Okay. So let's see what these cards say. Because I already know what this one is right here. So let's see what these say. Bro. Sis. Bro. See, this that shit that I be talking about, man. Especially when motherfuckers be trying to come for me, dog. You don't know shit about me and my gifts and how the Creator moves through me and my ascendants and my ancestors. You motherfuckers don't know shit. Y'all better leave me the fuck alone. But put some on, you know. Just kidding. But listen, look at this, man. These cards are all in the reverse, right? You saw me shuffle. You saw what happened. You know, as I said, we already understand there's going to be some challenges. And they're not going to be easy. But this is what I want you to see. It's number 5, right? Talks about obstacles and challenges. We got number 5 again, right? It's in the reverse, right? And it talks about conflict and defeat, but it came out in the reverse, right? Conflict and defeat, right? It's like you gotta face it. You gotta face it. You gotta deal with it. Because what I said was there's gonna be a tower moment. In order for something to be rebuilt back up strong, it has to be broken down. We got number 4. And it's in the reverse. And it talks about foundation and achievement. Foundation and achievement is in the fucking reverse. Because you too motherfucking afraid to go through these motherfucking obstacles and feel the conflict and the defeat. You got to feel that shit. You got to sit in it. Because as I said, you created it. You made things worse than they had to be. But you don't even want to do it. And because you don't want to do it, your foundation and your achievement is going to still be the way that it is. Oh, it's okay for you to want everybody else to be defeated and throw some conflict out there, lies and shit, but you can't do it. You can't jump through God damn it, how motherfucking far can a Jaguar leap? Don't fucking play with me. They got some jumps on their motherfucking ass. You better jump. You better motherfucking jump to the other motherfucking side. Get down the motherfucking stairs and stop playing with yourself. Let your man do that. Patience and planning. You can't. Patience and planning is in the reverse. Number 7. Now here's the kicker. Here's the kicker. This the whole kicker right here for me. I said within the next 30 days, right? What is today? That's why I always say the day and I always say the time when I do these readings. Today is, this is where the conflict and the defeat come in. And today is what? May. Today is May. The month of May. We are in the month of May. She is in the month of May. I said it is May 4th, a Sunday. 4, 4, 4, 4. Right? And I said she has a birthday coming up soon, right? On the 17th. We got number 7 right here, but that's not the kicker. Let's move her out the way. And let's bring these together. She's 47. 4 and 7. She's 47. She'll be 48 soon. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. This is, oh man. She gonna have to get it together. It's too late to apologize. And then at the bottom of the deck, I didn't want to show y'all, but at the bottom of the deck, there's nothing wrong with it, but it's the third eye chakra. And mostly everybody know what the third eye chakra is. She's aware of what needs to happen. She's aware of what needs to happen. But in order for her to admit that, she would have to recognize the fact of once again being defeated all over again. So all the people can see. That's too much for her mental. That's too much for her mental. What's after that? See? See? Oh, it hurt. Oh, it hurt. It hurt. Oh, it hurt. Y'all see? Y'all see? Didn't I just say she know what she need to do? But that's too much like Wright. That's too much like Jaguar. Wright. It's too much like Wright. Listen, once I move this card, look what we got. Disruption, number 16. Her birthday is on the 17th. 1 and 6 is fucking 7. It's something special about her. But it's almost like cry wolf. You can only get away with doing things for so long and nothing that bad happened to you. I know about the tragedy with her son, that case that still ain't been solved. But I got other cases to work on right now that hasn't been solved in my own city, you know? But I'll get around to it if the Creator tell me to. Yeah. But disruption is basically, once again, a tower moment. You're gonna have to go through it. You're gonna have to feel it in order to build that foundation up. Because right now, there is no foundation. There is no achievement because it's in the reverse. I'm finna get ready to close it out because now her reading finna damn near go over the the person's reading that I just did yesterday. All right. Let's use this one. These are the Archangel Michael cards, and I always like to use these because, for one, he's funny to me. We got this crazy relationship, and also, you know, I like to use him to put like a protection over the reading, the overall reading itself. At the bottom of the deck, it says, you and your loved ones are safe. She might feel like if she decides to go right instead of left, something could happen. That could be another fear. But Archangel Michael said, you and your loved ones are safe. Don't put your trust in man. Put your trust in the Creator. He got you. Even when we don't got him, he still got you. Even when we don't deserve it. None of us deserves the mercy and the fucking grace that we done got thus far. Not now one of us. Including myself, motherfucker. But they want you to make a commitment. Make a commitment. Now you got me sitting up here sounding like the people when you go to them Christian goddamn churches, and at the end, after they done collected all your goddamn money, make a commitment to give me more of your money. Make that commitment today. The doors of the church is open. Come on in. Make that commitment. Let me chill out. Cause I don't want no thrashing. Told you me and him got a crazy relationship. But what are you willing to do today, Miss Wright, Miss Jaguar Wright? Are you willing to make that commitment today? Or are you going to continue to live in fear, anxiety, and suffer and things of that nature? It's always been up to you. The choice has always been up to you. Archangel Michael, as the angel of courage and confidence, I call upon you to lend me your strength. Didn't I just say she gonna need a whole hell of a lot of it? Lend me your strength. Allow me to commit to myself, my lifestyle, and my divine purpose. Please clearly guide me so I can fully open my heart to every experience. Are you going to make the commitment today? Can I get one card for the overall message for Miss Jaguar Wright? Jacqueline. Jacqueline. Oh, Jacqueline. Ah, Jacqueline. I'm looking at that my sexualities card over there. Jacqueline. And Jacqueline said, you can really move your ass in the bed. Jacqueline said, what? She said, you know how to move your ass in the bed. Jacqueline said. Forgive yourself. You've done nothing wrong. Is at the bottom of the deck. You ain't done nothing wrong no more than the next motherfucker done. It's all a sin. But the thing is, when you recognize what you done, but yet you continue to do it, then that's when the problem comes in at. Okay? To close out this reading overall, Archangel Michael, one card, please, for Jaguar, Wright. What do you want her to know? It's coming out again. Forgive yourself. You've done nothing wrong. I ask that you help me let go of self-blame and forgiveness. Please guide me in releasing any toxic anger or fear towards others. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for allowing me to feel centered and at peace. Forgive yourself, for you've done nothing wrong. I ask that you help me let go of self-blame and forgive myself. Please guide me in releasing any toxic anger or fear towards others. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for allowing me to feel centered and at peace. Didn't I say at the bottom of the deck, it was peace at the bottom of that deck for the soul's journey? Let me just pull something up here. I'm going to pull it on over here for y'all. Relationship. That was at the bottom of the deck. Surrender. Pride. Death. Adversity. Self-esteem, freedom, empathy, blame. God damn. Whoo, baby girl, you got to go through a whole bunch of shit before you be at peace. Because look at all the shit you done put out there. You got some work to do, the chop. Look, I wasn't finna go through all that shit. Girl, Miss Lady, you better get to it. Boo-boo. You better get to it. You got a lot of work to do. Come on. It ain't too hard. It ain't too hard. It's not too hard. It says, your children are watched over by angels. Dear guardian angels of my children, thank you for watching over my children and ensuring their happiness and safety. Please guide me so that I know the best way to be a good parent and a role model for my own and other people's children as well. We are all the Creator's children. And as I said, as a woman, period, how are you showing us as other females to be towards other females as well as males? But especially towards each other. What are you, that's what I'm saying. What are you learning from the people that's in your surrounding? What are they teaching you? Or vice versa, what are you teaching them? And what are your intentions in doing so? Is you teaching a motherfucker how to pick up a sack, sell it, roll it, break it down, chop it up, whatever the case may be? Or are you teaching a motherfucker to pick up a motherfucking book that ain't talking about shit that's going on in the motherfucking hood, pussy, drugs, theft, shit like that? We don't need to read that shit. We live it. We live it. Give them a book that's going to help them evolve. Teach them something. Man, I love Donald Goins. I do. But I'm not 19 no more. I'm not 19. First book I ever picked up and read from the library. I didn't have a TV in my first apartment, my first triplex. I didn't have a TV. Went to the library, got a motherfucking library card, it's free. First book I ever read was Black Girl Lost by Donald Goins. And then I read all them bitches. But I'm not 19 anymore. We evolve. We evolve. I don't have to read things that goes on in the hood. I used to live in the worst motherfucking zip code. The worst, you know what? Fuck this shit. Let's go. This is the last card. I started her card out with the high vibration, raise your vibration oracle card. And I want to end her reading out with a starry beginning oracle card, because she has to start over. She's still a star among other people. It's just her time to get out there and shine the correct way. So once again, these cards have been pre-shuffled with Miss Jaguar Wright in mind. So at the bottom of the deck, we have number 2. It says, all is at your fingertips. What has been created by one can be created by all. That's all the fuck I'm talking about. Look at that. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's right there. Let it out, let it flow. Open up the heart to feel. Look at that. I ain't used these cards none this year. Hell, probably half of last year, number 15. All right, universe. Can I get one card? Who calling me? Who's that? Can I get one card? Oh, shit. Look, this one try to pop out. I don't know what it is, but I'm going to take it. Look at that. Look at this. Look at this. Did you see that card that popped out like that? And then I got 2 cards in my hand. I'm going to read them. Number 9. It says, you are the breath. You are the breath. Listen and connect to your intuition. Your intuition. Number 9, you are the breath. Listen and connect to your intuition. Followed by number 22. Time to do it differently. Go beyond what you have done before. That's what it say. Number 22. And last but not least, number 6. Remember, love is the key. Love what you have in your life right now. And that all boils down to gratitude. With that being said, I am Queen Von Shay Tarot, and this reading has been dedicated to my ex. Peace!